host, the sports guru and bud knocker. Call the show at 818-435-8423 and follow the show on Twitter at Sportscast_THN. And now it's the Sportscast.
Welcome back to the Sportscast. How about them Cowboys show? Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Back here in the Icebox Studios.
I can't do this again, Josh.
You can't?
I can't do. I was on the sports talk show In the Game from New Jersey last night.
Yeah.
It was freaking Cowboys.
Cowboys
talk all the time.
How about them boys?
I can't do another 2 hours,
You
man.
can't. We won't do it. Well,
do another
don't worry.
2 hours, man.
I already have my chubs from it. It was fantastic. Back here in the Sportscast, though, back here in the Icebox Studios, that is. Coming to you live. You guys can watch us live at Icebox Studios on Ustream right now. We just tweet out the link at sportscast_THN is where you guys can find us, follow us, tweet us, especially your fantasy football questions today, because we're going to have our guru in today. I'm just not the only. We have plenty of gurus in this world.
Well, I'm not one, but I mean, we do have enough.
Knocker.
Thank God.
Your betting life right now is in the shits.
I made one bet. I made one
You've
bet
hit
Saturday
rock
morning.
bottom.
I have. I made one bet Saturday morning. Right? Watch Oklahoma piss it away.
You are one pathetic loser.
And that was it for the weekend.
Yeah.
That was it. I'm done.
You're done?
I'm on the fucking wagon for, I'm sorry, F-bomb already.
Yeah, really?
Seriously. Watch your language, bud. I am on the wagon, dude.
Yeah.
I'm befuddled and
But you know what they say? They say you got to hop back on that wagon just to get going. You know, you can't. Once you get bucked off, you got to hop back on.
I did, and I lost. Oh, believe me, I'll be there Saturday morning.
Oh, your son told me when he helped me at work the other day. He told me how you were pacing around the house. So, again, got to call the show today, though. 818-435-8423 is the number. We'll take your calls. Please let us know how you guys are doing this week. If you guys are getting fantasy football questions, if you're a Steelers fan and want to cry on the phone, it's okay because Johnny will do plenty of that during this show. Have a Bad Day will be on cue this show for Johnny Icebox, as we know, right? Can you get there? It is. It's becoming the Steelers song anthem of the year this year, Johnny. Whatever. So Knocker back in the house. Johnny, how you doing over there?
I'm all right.
You doing okay?
I'm doing fine.
Hey, at least your fantasy teams are playing, right? Right? Kind of. Is everything falling apart because you had a bad day?
I think he's taking it very well, though. Johnny's actually taking it very well.
Yeah, he is.
What's happening to the Steelers this year?
Well, you saw that tweet I tweeted out. It was like, everyone please tweet at Johnny Icebox right now because he hates it when his phone blows up during. Yes, you do.
Hate it.
Yes, you do.
I don't hate it. I just don't understand why everyone's thinking about me.
You know how much Cowboy hate?
Games.
You know how much Cowboy Romo hate? Because you're a superstar.
Because everybody's a fan. But you're a super fan, dude. You own it. You wear it. You put
look
it
at
out
you.
there.
Look at what you're wearing.
And so the yin and the yang
I
is
gotcha.
You put it way out there, you're gonna get it way over
way
here
back.
when it doesn't do well.
I get you.
It's all in fun, though. Don't take it personal.
I definitely don't. And I really do. I ignore what everybody does because I don't
give a
listen. I really worry about how many people have heart attacks every year from watching football games.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that person in the future.
To come to that?
So, and the fantasy, I mean, it's like I get that field goal and then he missed the field goal. Or
He
it's why couldn't
he said
get
he was
the touchdown?
boycotting fantasy and pick'ems at the end of the year.
He doesn't want to be me. I'm going to be
You know?
a statistic. I swear to God, I'm going to end up being a statistic. I am. I'm
No,
going
I'm
to
pretty
keel
much-
over in the middle of an SC game one of these days.
I'm
Yeah.
out of fantasy after this because I'm in 5 leagues right now.
It's overtaking
And
your life
it's
right
just-
now.
It's just too much emotional stress, and I can't take it. Sunday rolls around, and I look forward to football so much, and then my stomach is just cringing with butterflies, and like, is it gonna happen? And
There's no crying in
Football?
Fantasy football, you
just
can't cry.
Too much emotion. and
Yeah,
I
you just
can't
don't want to get
escape.
stuck with the Sacco Award at the end. I mean, last place is just where you don't
know.
want to be. But we'll talk more Steelers later in the show. We also got the Mexican Minute coming up with Renee.
Yeah, man.
We had a team clinch today, so we'll talk about that as well. Also, we'll get into Knockers college football rapid reactions here. Big weekend in college football, man. State of
It's a crazy
Mississippi is
season.
partying.
Craziest season
Yeah.
that since I've been alive. Most definitely.
I agree. So we'll talk some college football, also fantasy football, and we'll get to our Pigskin Pick'ems coming up as well. But
Okay, we got a couple chiming in already.
go ahead. Bring off the tweets. You're on Twitter today? I just want to know because I don't want you to get angry at me.
No,
you
I'm
know,
on it.
Are
Yeah.
you on it today?
Yeah, a couple from Proto. It's
Okay.
Wednesday. I have vodka. It's now showtime.
Okay, can we get some
Okay.
shots up for him? Yeah, give the shots song up for Proto there for me. If
And
you
he
guys
does
aren't-
got-
There it is. That's for you, Proto.
That's for you, Proto. Bring it, baby.
Bring it. Bring the shots. Thank you,
Play
Renee.
once
And he
there.
also chimes in. Got to give it. Got to give it to Cowboys. I still think they blow though.
Really?
And from Jason at J Markey. Okay, only one rule tonight. Nobody picks the Cowboys at Johnny Icebox at Bud.
Yeah,
Knocker.
nobody
Never
can
had
pick them.
faith before. No point in starting now.
All right, I like that. Good tweets already. Again, guys, tweet the show at sportscast_THN. Real quick, Knocker, we'll go around the room. What'd you do over the weekend? Anything special? Good? Anything we need to know about?
What was Saturday? Saturday I went to a wedding.
Okay.
You went to your cousin's wedding.
Yeah, we tried to have you golf. Me and Johnny went golfing.
Yeah, I did not get the messages.
Okay.
I do not know why, but I didn't get them because I couldn't go anyway. But we went to the wedding. It was a very nice wedding.
Nice.
Your
I know
cousin-
the couple.
Your
Yes.
cousin got
Played
married
hockey
to
with
one
the
of your
groom.
ex-teammates and
Yep.
one of your travel hockey hockey team teammates.
Yeah, it's a good dude.
So it was a very nice night. Sunday, went to church, played golf.
Okay.
Very nice weekend.
Nice weekend. Renee, what were you up to this weekend, buddy?
Saturday, I went to Scandia out in San Bernardino.
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
that is.
Scandia.
Yeah, big
I
man,
don't
big
know.
day. High roller,
Wow.
baby.
Yeah, you like
Ooh, Scandia over the
I don't
weekend.
know.
Went and
what
played some
Scandia
miniature.
is.
Wait, you know what
went to go
Scandia
play some
is?
miniature golf?
Do you know what Bullwinkles is?
No, I don't know what Bullwinkle.
You know what Boomers is?
Do you know what Boomers
Oh
is?
yeah, I know what Boomers.
That's
is.
Yeah,
Same
so
thing.
it's like
Okay,
that.
I got you.
So I had to work on my putting game.
He's
a
dude,
high
so I went
roller,
miniature
baby.
golfing.
Bet you got laid that night.
So that was fun. And then Sunday, just watched The Walking Dead, dude.
Yeah, Renee.
Yeah.
Renee basically had a weekend of. Dude, go on some
Right.
rides, play some golf.
weed
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
That's kind of. I like it, Renee. I like it.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was
Walking
my
Dead.
weekend.
Walking Dead was the shit this
It was
past
intense.
weekend. It was
yeah,
awesome.
It was a great first episode.
It was.
for,
I love it.
season premiere.
That's what
Johnny
I hear.
Icebox.
That's what I hear.
Besides having a really bad day on Sunday,
Yeah.
how'd you do? We played.
had a bad day.
Thank you, Renee. See, you read my mind. I want this song played all day for him.
All day, every day.
What?
I want to get to this thing. I
Well,
have
Saturday
a
you guys
question.
played golf,
Yeah, I have a
right?
question for the audience. If Renee, are you a cigarette smoker at all?
No, I am not.
You're not?
I do not
Have you
smoke
ever
cigarettes.
heard, okay, I'm not a cigarette smoker. Knocker, you're not.
No.
I mean, I'll have one on occasion if
Sure.
I'm drunk out with friends.
Sure.
Has anyone heard of a thing called a lucky cigarette in
Yes.
a pack?
You have.
What, you
Renee.
have?
What?
I have.
What
heard
is
of
a lucky,
cigarettes.
okay, what is a lucky cigarette to you in a pack of cigarettes? If you're out with a buddy and you saw, what is
It's
a
a
lucky?
cigarette that's upside down, I believe, from all the rest. So if you open up your
Okay.
pack and it's like right set up where the
Okay.
tobacco side's showing,
Okay.
that's your lucky
There
cigarette.
you
I
go.
believe.
Wow.
Right?
You are correct.
All right.
Yeah.
You are
So,
correct.
so
sir.
what do I
it's
win?
taboo for somebody to take that one out of the pack. If they're bumming a cigarette, it's taboo to take that one.
correct. Renee.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, I didn't know you guys were talking to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rhyming.
Oh, that's
No,
shit's
is it-
going on over here.
is that
Dude,
bad?
I heard it was on.
It's called a conversation. Jesus Christ.
But there's 3 other people here in the room.
Catch up.
I was like doing shit over here.
I like turtles.
Just zone out right in the middle.
No, I wasn't zoning out. I was just doing stuff over
So
here.
he's
I can't
producing.
multitask.
He's
yeah.
producing.
I'm producing the show. Anyways,
So it is bad luck or taboo for somebody to take that lucky cigarette out
so
of a
I've
pack?
heard,
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about
All
the
right.
lucky cigarette in high school. My friends used to smoke, and they would talk
you
about
go.
the lucky cigarette,
Wow.
and that's what they would say.
There you go.
I guess
Okay.
we're
Bad
out of
luck.
the
Okay,
if you
Josh.
smoke the
Okay,
lucky
so
cigarette.
back to my
Okay.
story. Okay, so we're playing golf here, and me and Johnny, we have a little friendly bet always when we play. Just friendly.
A little 10
you know,
bucks.
little 10
it's more
bucks.
for bragging rights,
And
but
it's more. It is. And so basically, long story short, I was up 3 strokes on this guy going into the back 9. All right, so we're looking good. We shared a tuna melt on the back
Yep,
9.
Yep. They got a really good tuna
They
melt.
do have a really good tuna melt.
Do
It's
they
super
really?
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
really
not going
good.
to tell you the place that we go because I don't want everybody to go.
Oh yeah. We don't like knock.
Wow. We don't want the we don't want the
paparazzi
paparazzi showing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
an
you
issue.
can find it at
Look at it,
LACountyParks.com.
It's Johnny. It's Johnny rolling up in the minivan.
Yeah.
Everybody get on.
There he is. There he is.
Do they not know me there?
They do.
They
You're
know
a celebrity.
me there.
And is it douchey if he signs up? You know how you put your name in for your tea time? If he goes by Ice, like I feel bad. Like I'm with the guy with tea time with Ice. Yeah, I'm with that guy.
And then they go, and because it's rememberable.
And then
then
they're like,
they go,
"Vanilla Ice is
oh
here?"
yeah, Ice. Oh, what's up, man?
You are one pathetic loser.
Anthony, Patrick.
Wait, Ice-T's
Tom,
here? Oh,
all my buddies.
Icebox.
So basically,
right, so go ahead.
I'm up by 3 strokes. Okay, heading into the back 9.
Sure.
I parred
Up by
the
1
10.
stroke.
Okay. Oh, 1 stroke. I'm sorry.
Up
I
by
was
1
up by
stroke.
3 major, up by 1. Parred the 10th hole. So I'm looking good. I'm like, I need a cigarette. I don't even have one. I'm feeling good. We're in nature. It's a nice day.
Just finished.
He's
it.
like, yeah, go ahead and have one, buddy. Grab his pack, pull one out. Not even looking. Smoke it. Fantastic. Get up to the 12th hole. He's about just before I'm tee off. He's like, hey, would you take my lucky cigarette? Like, he's gonna smoke one. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro?
I just took a cigarette.
I just smoked a cigarette. You told me I can have a cigarette. I took one. He's like, dude, you smoked the lucky cigarette.
You shouldn't have done it, dude.
And it's like that.
bro.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like shame upon me is coming, right? And so
Bad luck, dude. Bad luck.
so what do I do on the 12th par 3?
Starts in your asshole. The bad luck
You
starts
gack,
in your
right?
asshole.
Shank it off the tee. I take a 6 on the par
On the
3.
3 par.
Yeah, so he's already ahead after that hole. I end up losing 8 strokes to him on 6 holes on the back
Yeah,
9.
he
Sure as
completely
you're right.
fell apart.
So is this a lucky cigarette? Let me know if you've heard of this lucky cigarette, please.
Peppy chimes in. First, she chimes in and says, finally going to drink this Kettle One that I had to pay my bet off. Because
Oh,
I pay my
shots,
bets
shots.
off.
Yep.
All right, so she's doing shots of Kettle One
Okay,
right
shots.
now,
Put it up for
watching
me.
the show. Come on, Renee. We're giving you 30 seconds to lead in here.
He's
Jesus.
doing stuff.
You know what's funny?
Everybody!
It's in the
God,
same
that's
spot every
Clowns.
fucking week. I
Christ
couldn't find
almighty.
it. And I couldn't find it. I was like, but it's in the
We're running out of breath leading him into this. Just push the button.
stand-ups.
And then she also chimes in, yeah, got to flip one over and smoke it last. The lucky
There you
cigarette
go.
in the pack.
There you go.
I'm sorry, folks. I did not know that.
We're not
Well,
smokers, so therefore we don't
now
know.
you know.
Now you... Oh, you're queued up on that one, right, buddy?
Okay, Renee,
Yes.
let's get this straight.
Let's do it.
It's the Sports Guru and Bud Knockers show. You take your cues from us, not from Johnny.
I don't.
Okay?
Gotcha.
I don't agree with that only because on the shirt it just says Sports Guru.
I know. Even I'm X'd out, huh?
Yeah.
And the picture on the
just says-
website, right? The picture on the
Yeah.
Twitter website.
Twitter is
I'm
only
nowhere
Josh.
to be found on that one. I don't know.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Just remember, you're a product of my semen.
And we'll get to our rapid reaction section. Thank you very much for that, Knocker. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Probably look like that little microphone.
Oh, is that right? All right, guys, another huge week in the NFL. Some upsets, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And how about them Cowboys? The Eagles come out and show up on the Giants.
yeah, what a bad
The Raiders
break.
giving the Chargers a big show.
What a bad break for Victor Cruz, man.
Yeah.
It's just
Big injury to
another
Victor Cruz.
non-contact injury, man.
Yep.
It's just, and there's a rash of them going on, man. Now, what do you think, man? John, I'm going to put this out to both of you, man.
Throw it on Twitter, too, at Sportscast_THN.
Feel
Now,
free to answer.
Now, I was a firm believer that a lot of these things happened because of the turf. Well, because of the old turf was like playing on fucking flypaper, and it was playing like on concrete, right? But it's a much softer turf now. It's much more like natural grass. Do you think this is a product that they have progressed from when the season ended? You got 3 months off, and then you showed up. You started lifting your weights, getting into the season, blah blah blah. Well, now they don't take any time off. They are 24/7, 12 months out of the year. My belief is a lot of this shit is happening because there's only so many reps in a muscle and a tendon, and then it's going to blow, especially with the stress and the players are bigger, faster, stronger. I believe a lot of these injuries are being caused because they don't have an off season anymore. They have the mini camps, and then they have this, and then they have that, and
So you're
they're
straining
lifting
yourself.
weights. So the body never gets a full rest. Do you buy into that, or you just think it's just a product of the game?
I don't know if I buy it. I kind of do. I mean, I kind of understand that, but I think it's also about that's the conditioning part. You're keeping yourself constantly conditioned to be able to go out there and be at your top performance. I think maybe taking off those few months, kind of maybe some of the guys go a little bit pudgy. I know that was a thing that used to be an issue back in the day where players would come back and
Out
they'd
of
gain
shape.
some weight. And
And they play themselves into shape, but you don't have that opportunity anymore. I don't know.
I don't.
Guys, I think it's really a product of social media and the internet. I mean, this shit was happening in the 60s and 70s. It just wasn't being reported.
No,
like,
I watched
these
the
injuries,
60s and 70s, Josh. I don't.
Yeah, they're brutal.
Yeah, but I don't remember these non-contact injuries happening as often. A running back would blow an ankle here.
And why
or
didn't you
there,
hear
but-
about it? Because unless the newspaper gave it to you, you didn't hear about these injuries. That's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as a guy goes down the field, it's a tweet out from Adam Schefter. Like, this guy's done.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get that in the day. Like, you
Yeah.
hear everything right away. So it seems like a lot more when it's really just the same
Yeah, 'cause
in
the
an
guy would-
era that's more social media
Guy
like.
would blow out his MCL
Yeah.
on Wednesday. You wouldn't
You wouldn't hear
it till
about
you
to
got
the paper.
sports.
Yeah, exactly.
Thursday
You went on the
morning.
shitter,
So, but-
and read the paper.
But just for me, personal watching football as much as I've watched. Now, granted, you only got to watch the 3 games that were on TV.
It's the exposure.
You didn't get to
It's the
watch every
exposure of the
single game.
NFL.
So yeah, you would get a blurb in the box that this guy got hurt and this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe that is true. Maybe it is the same. But it just seems like, man, there's just so many
I agree.
non-contact injuries happening.
Yeah.
That it's just wow, man. So
Well,
many good
let's-
players going down.
Go
I
ahead.
think these guys they push themselves maybe too far. When
Yeah.
you think about football back in the day, it was kind of it wasn't a game about the millimeters when it comes down to it. I mean, you weren't having these guys every receiver could catch a ball with one hand.
Right.
I mean, some of these guys they ran a little bit slower.
Right.
Now I mean, when you talk about the progression of a football player and how they've grown stronger and tougher, I mean, these guys are pushing their body maybe too
Exactly.
far
Past
too
the limit.
I see what you're saying. I think
Right.
I think you bring up a valid point.
Well, it's
Thank you.
it's the Tom Brady conversation too. It's like you get hurt, next guy's behind you. It's like you have to be in that
No,
prime.
I
You
understand
got to
that.
be at the top.
But
So
my question is, why are you getting hurt? And just the game has now gone from like back in the day, they would play football and then have to sell cars for
Yeah,
4
yeah,
months
yeah.
to make ends meet. You know, it was
It's
a
different,
profession,
yeah.
but now it's a 24/7. You got to be boom, 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 constantly going. And I think the human body has
interesting
to
question.
have time
So-
to rest. So
Well, we talked Victor Cruz, so let's get into our
Let's
rapid
do it.
reaction here.
Sorry about that.
No problem. We'll go back to the week 6 in the NFL. Get ready for some pictures here for me, Renee. Big week in the NFL, as we know. Victor Cruz going down with a serious injury over the weekend. Renee, if you could throw it up here. Game against the Eagles in which they got shut out in this game Sunday night, and Victor Cruz going in for a catch ends up busting his knee on this play. I mean, you could hear him screaming on the field supposedly from reporters and witnesses there. Carted off the field. You could also see him crying. You could throw that one up as he's getting carted off. And Victor Cruz, sad story because this is a good guy. I like his backstory with his grandma and the salsa dance, but Giants, we thought maybe they had turned the table this week, but gets shut out against Philly.
now, crying on the sidelines like that, openly like that,
I think that's true.
sissiness,
No.
or
No.
Here's the thing.
You can't play that, Renee, on there. You couldn't even play that because I think that that was true a sport, knowing that your career just
May have just
changed
ended.
right there in that moment.
I agree.
I was walking down the steps once and I fell off the last stair and I like twisted my ankle and it hurt real bad and I cried a little bit, so I completely understand.
Well, I don't think it's so much.
You are such an ass.
You're an idiot.
You are such an ass.
Well, I'm with you, Josh. I don't think
You're
it's.
such an ass.
I don't think it's so much the injury and the pain of the injury.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he knows. A player knows his body.
Yep.
And he knows which injury
He knew it.
is career-threatening and which one you can come back from. And I think he, like you said, he realized how hard. All in 5 minutes.
Yep.
He realized how hard he's worked, how much he's done to get there, and it's gone.
Yep.
And it may be gone forever. And
You think it's
you know-
career ending?
Oh, absolutely.
I think, especially at his age, I think that that's just something you don't get the cut back, you don't get the speed back, and that's what made him versatile. And I just think that's just a hard injury to come back from.
I think it's quite career threatening. He may be one of the few that makes it back, but if I'm reading the papers, I'm reading from his doctor, and it's all like not too many people come back from this one, So we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Next up here in the NFL, my boy Joe Flacco. I mean, really? Felt bad if you played against him in fantasy football. 5 touchdowns in almost a quarter, little over a quarter, against the Buccaneers. We'll throw up all his touchdowns. We got number 1. Go ahead and throw up number 1 here on the screen.
And at Sports Trade X,
Right there. Number 1. Throw it up. Renee's going to cycle through all 5 of his touchdowns here if you're watching us
Two
live
of them went to
on
Tory-
Ustream.
Tory-
This one's number 2.
Thank you. He's really into that. I like it. Number.
This one is 3.
And who did most of those touchdowns
Sound
go
really
to?
creepy.
Jones?
Yeah, Jones and
And I took him at Sports Trade X.
Smith Senior caught one.
At
Steve Smith.
Sports Trade X,
Yep.
I took Jones.
There you go.
Uh,
For
on my team, man. It was
the
awesome.
bilingual listeners, it says número 4.
All 5 of Joe
All
Flacco's
right.
touchdowns, but
Go Flacco yourself.
I know you hate the Ravens, but again, I just think this is playing against a bad team, a bad secondary. I don't buy into this. Oh, Joe Flacco's back. He's one of the best deep ball passers. No, he's a good
one
quarterback.
game.
He's serviceable, but it's one game here. But Ravens, man, they seem to be coming at you every year. It's still good this year.
Yeah, I'm impressed at what they've been able to do with the change in personnel. Ray Rice and the change in the defense.
Yep.
The veterans being gone. Kudos to them for making good draft picks.
Yep.
Not panicking and just making the transition. It's very New England like.
I agree.
When they were going through the transitions, they really haven't missed a step. And Flacco definitely is evolving into an elite quarterback. You have to give it to him. I know you're
Yep.
not wacko for Flacco, but
I'm not, but hey.
But you got to give it to him, man. He's taking this team on his shoulders and he's leading them, and they're winning football games, which is what it's all about.
I agree. Next up here, best touchdown dance of the weekend. Going to give this award to Jeremy Hill, who does the Icky Shuffle at the end of his touchdown here. We all seen the commercial, the Icky Shuffle. Get some cold cuts. And you know what? I've got that video for you. Would you want to hear it? Here we go. Renee, cut the music for you. Here we go to play some cold cuts here.
Oh, 44, that's me.
Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some.
Yeah.
Psycho. 15 minutes could save you 50.
I love that commercial.
That's great.
That is awesome, man.
You just gotta love it.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
can-
love an athlete who's
Throw it back
not
up,
so
Renee.
full of himself that he can do something like this. This is absolutely off the hook.
Isn't that awesome? I love it. So,
That's me, ladies.
yeah,
44.
yeah, 44. Get some cold cuts.
Cold cuts.
Last up here, Aaron Rodgers, man. He said relax a couple weeks ago, and you better relax because what he did against Miami over the weekend was pretty ridiculous, and that's what the MVPs and Hall of Famers are made of. From his trick play, he pulled the old Dan Marino. Think he's going to call
Big
the timeout, throws it to the sideline, gets that crucial first down, gets him within the 5-yard line.
Sure.
So it changes the defense's approach, and what does he do? Simple, goes to his big tight end, 6'4", on the corner. It gets the linebacker. Aaron Rodgers, man. Are the Packers back?
I'm not buying in yet. I think they're going to benefit. I really think they're going to benefit from every other team in that division just choking ass.
Yep.
Fuck you, Bears.
We're a rock.
Yep.
Sorry about that, but
Wow,
you know
throw
what,
it right
man?
out there, huh?
Come on, the Bears were supposed to be something, and so were the Lions. And
Dude,
both of
you're
them,
firing Peppy up because she's got shots tonight. Now you just got under Peppy's skin.
Yeah, take some more shots because your Bears freaking suck. They suck.
Wow.
And the
All
Lions,
right.
the Lions were supposed to be something. The coaching change, the personnel. It
Hey,
was
they had
supposed
no-
to happen, and you know what?
Yeah.
They suck too, man.
All right. Wow, you got a lot of anger this
and
week.
I do.
Your pick 'em suck?
No, it's not that.
Yeah,
It's
come
just-
on, admit it.
Okay.
All right. Last up here. You know those post-game interviews? They can be kind of blah. You know, whatever. It's same old, same old.
Mhm.
You know, cliche statements from the athletes,
Sure.
but not from Rob Gronkowski. Cut the music because Rob Gronky,
Yeah,
he just
Rob
gives
Gronky.
you. He just gotta love the Gronky, right? This
He
is
don't care.
They don't care. This is
He
after the
don't
Patriots
care.
beating the Bills over the weekend. Here we go.
Gronkowski, the sexiest man on the New England Patriots, and he dared me to say that. And nothing about the sexiest man on the team.
We got to give that to one of the linemen today. All the linemen are sexy. They got that sexy body and everything. So they played a great job. They're the ones who should get laid tonight, those linemen.
Oh God, I love the Gronk. I love him.
That's just honest.
You didn't hear that in the 70s?
Nope.
Nope. No. Only from Gronky Punch.
Is that some Jersey in him, Johnny? Is that some Jersey in that voice?
I'm sorry. I got some new followers.
No,
and I
for
was just-
Oh,
Christ's
you got
sake.
new followers? Did we just blow you up enough to where you got followers?
So what are you up to 10?
Yeah, what are you up to? Hey, just so everyone knows, if you're following Johnny,
I like Mark Sanchez.
he likes Mark
I
Sanchez.
never- I
So
haven't tweeted that once. Follow
You don't
me
have to.
at Johnny Icebox.
Johnny, Knocker, he's literally over there counting his Twitter followers because we're promoting
He's
him.
like that
Yeah.
stupid AT&T commercial.
Yeah.
100
100 likes. I love that.
Blowing up.
Best commercial.
No,
I
it's
love
just
that.
like, I
I
mean,
love
I
that
got,
air.
you know,
That guy's so.
I just got big, big people following.
At Johnny Icebox on Twitter.
At Johnny Icebox.
Knocker, you ready
All right,
for your
Gronkowski,
college?
love
Ready?
him. What are you
Follow
doing?
my ass on Twitter.
I'll go back
Knocker,
and listen
you
to the
ready?
podcast. You can get
Are
it
you
on
ready?
iTunes.
Hey, Johnny, listen to the show tomorrow. It's been great so
I know.
far.
It's been great.
I'll get it on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher,
go,
Podcast
Knocker.
One, or at thenewsportsguru.com.
Thank you. Knocker,
Wow.
what's going on in college, baby?
There is a ton going on in college, man.
Give
What a
it to me.
topsy
Got 5.
season, man. Florida State, who was the number 1 team in the country, they've now been passed by Mississippi State. Mississippi State has now set a record in the history of college football for the fastest rise from being unranked to gaining number 1. 5
Okay.
weeks. And they've deserved every minute of it, man. Dan Mullen and what's going on in
Big, he was
Starkville,
crying after that
Mississippi.
game.
And you know what? I love that.
You can
I
check out the
love
video
that.
at thenewsportsguru.com.
'Cause that's a man who's bought into the city. And you know what? Since he left the University of Florida, Florida sucked. He was there when Urban Meyer was there. He was running that offense with Tebow. Dak Prescott is the same basic type quarterback that Tebow is. He's got shit happening down there. That team is
good.
real. But Florida State takes out Syracuse 38-20, sets up the big game. The big game this week. We're gonna find out who the pretender is and who the contender is.
Yep.
They play number 5 Notre
I'm
Dame.
telling you, Notre
at
Dame,
home.
Notre Dame's gonna get blasted in this game.
God, I don't know, man. And the circus that
They
is
get
Jameis
blasted,
Winston, what do you do about
Is
that?
it in Florida State this week?
It is in Tallahassee.
Yeah, Notre Dame. I'm gonna say Florida State by 14.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that's a big call.
I think it's close early.
Okay, you had number 13 Georgia shutting out Missouri.
Georgia without their running back.
Out Todd Gurley. What are you thinking about?
Yeah, really.
And Todd Gurley, you just took a whole bunch of my money with you because I put money on you 3-1 to win the fucking Heisman.
Did you really?
Bastard!
Wow. That's gotta hurt.
But kudos
Knocker.
for Georgia. Georgia this week is taking on Arkansas. And Arkansas,
Georgia showed up last week,
yes,
though.
and they've showed up every week this week, and that was a balls out
You
display
called the
this week.
Razorbacks this weekend.
I told you the Razorbacks. I took the points, those 9 points against Alabama. And kudos to Nick Saban. A coach finally comes out and tells the press, F you all.
Yeah.
It's not like we're playing the Sisters of the Poor every week. I'm sorry. We won the damn football game. I don't care if we didn't win it to your liking. We won it. Please shut the hell up because none of you can do what I do.
Well, you lead into my story here real quick. Did you hear about the Alabama tight end busted with $4,000
Bonehead of the week
in his dorm room and 112
grams of pot?
A pot. He might have known about that going into that press conference. I mean, he might have been just a little heated.
A little pissed
A little
off.
heated. Check out that. Check the story at thenewsportsguru.com. Go ahead,
The
Knocker.
Oklahoma Sooners beat Texas in the Red River Shootout.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to call it the showdown. It's the shootout. I don't care what the PR, politically correct people say, the PC people.
You're a
it's
rebel.
the Red River Shootout.
You're a rebel.
Oklahoma takes out Texas, although they didn't cover. But it was a good football game. But Oklahoma, I thought, was the best team in the country. I do not think so anymore.
Question to you: is Oregon the best team in the Pac-12?
Oregon?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
If Oregon would have manhandled USC this week, then I'd have to go with them. You had LSU taking out Florida 30-27. Ole Miss 35. Texas A&M 20.
State of Mississippi's partying this
The wheels
weekend.
have come off. There is a lot of moonshine. There's a lot of incest going on in Mississippi.
Wow. Okay.
And a lot of interracial sex going on. It's just happening in the state of Mississippi this week. All holds are off.
Wow.
It's happening
It's
in
happening.
Mississippi.
Okay.
And I think it's going to continue. This week, an interesting game. You have Utah going to Oregon State.
Okay.
Number 4 Baylor, who dropped 24 points on TCU in
Give me
the
your
fourth
picks
quarter.
as you go through these.
I'm going to take Utah over Oregon State.
Okay.
Baylor's playing at West Virginia. This is an upset special. I think Baylor is just getting lucky. I think West Virginia's going to take them this week. You got 14 Kansas State going into Norman, Oklahoma.
That's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a good game, but Kansas State is just different on the road. But
That's
Oklahoma's going to squeak out a win.
That's going to be a good game.
Very interesting game. You got A&M with their high tech offense going against Alabama.
I think Knocker, A&M, a little rated.
Overrated.
Overrated, I mean, yeah.
Alabama is overrated
Yes.
also. But Texas A&M's offense under Manziel has given Alabama fits. I look for a very close game, but Alabama will squeak this out at home. Number 10, Georgia's going into Arkansas. Upset special. Arkansas will win this game.
It's in Arkansas?
It's in Arkansas. It's
You're
in
calling
Fayetteville.
this is your upset special,
This is in
Arkansas over
Fayetteville.
Georgia?
Arkansas will win this game over Georgia.
You got 30, Knocker.
Okay, Colorado is at number 22 USC, who blocked a field goal at the end of the game. Very exciting game against Arizona last week. Took them out. Tennessee goes to Ole Miss.
I
Ole
think
Miss
Tennessee
will
was a
continue
little
with this one.
overrated as well.
Tennessee, we're not really sure.
Okay.
The real interesting game for me, and it's not against rated teams, but you have Kentucky going into LSU. I think this is a very, very interesting game. I like Kentucky. LSU is kind of spiraling down. Kentucky's built a good program, and give me 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
Rutgers has a chance to do something very special for that school.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, they took down Michigan. This week, they get Ohio State at the shoe. If they pull this upset off,
Really, though, how much
huge
of a
for
chance
Rutgers.
you giving them?
I give them a good chance.
Really? It's in the shoe.
It's in the shoe, but Rutgers has a very solid team. They don't make mistakes.
So you're upset.
Ohio State is just not the
So
same
you got
team.
two upsets, maybe? Rutgers and Arkansas this weekend? Look for those two upsets?
I'm looking for Rutgers with the points.
Okay.
Not sure they win the game.
Okay, but you
but
like
I'm
the
just
spread.
saying they have the opportunity
to
to
keep
do
with the
something very
Buckeyes.
special, so it's a game to watch.
Okay. All right, I like it. Thank you very much for the college rapid reactions
You
there. I
are
like
welcome.
it. Rapid fire there. Hey, you ready for yours, Renee?
Hey, Josh, can you
I am
plug
ready
me
for
in?
mine.
All right, here we go.
Josh, can you plug me in?
Yeah, the Mexican Minute! Orale! Well, not much going on in baseball land.
There's a
but-
ton going on. What are you
Yeah,
talking
dude,
about?
you know what? For years, I have called them the Kansas Shitty Royals, but not this year.
No longer.
This year, they are going to the World Series, beating
Wait a second,
Baltimore.
where's
They
the music?
swept Baltimore.
Where's the music?
This music?
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
sorry
All
about
right.
that.
Get
I had
into
to
it.
plug in Knocker.
I know.
I know there was like a lot going on, so I was waiting for him to figure
Go
it
ahead.
It's
out.
okay.
Anyways, I think the Arizona Diamondbacks actually have a new manager. They
they
named
do.
Chip Hale, who is the A's bench coach. He is their
Okay.
new manager. And the Dodgers, they hired Andrew Friedman.
Yeah, from the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, he was the old Tampa Bay Rays GM.
Yes.
He is now the president of baseball operations for the Dodgers. Ned Coletti gets promoted, so they say, which means
assistant.
that yeah. So I guess the Dodgers are looking for a new
Yeah,
GM.
Renee, they, Joe Madden, coach for the Rays.
Yeah.
He said he is the best GM in in Major League Baseball right now.
That's what I hear.
So
And
we'll see.
I also heard that if next year the Dodgers fail, then Mattingly will Madden will possibly come to the Dodgers.
Really?
Yeah. Over, they'll get rid of Don Mattingly, obviously.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah,
bring
because
him
Joe
over,
Madden's
so-
at the end of
You
his
think Joe
contract next year.
Madden?
Yeah, he's at the end of
Out
his
of Tampa
contract.
Bay?
He's at the end of
comes
he's at the end of his
Wow.
contract.
He said
this year.
today, he's like, we'll see if they want me to come back, like, but he's leaving it up in the air.
I would
so
love that.
now, Renee, I'm going to ask you this.
Yes, sir.
In your baseball Mexican minute here,
Okay.
Royals are in. Whether
Royals
it's Giants
are
or Cardinals, who do you like? Out of those three,
You know what?
who you got to win the World Series right now?
I would rather yank out my toenails with a pair of pliers than root for either the Giants or the Cardinals.
Wow.
I
Right.
would rather cut my nipples off with scissors than root for the Giants or the Cardinals. I don't give a fuck. Go Kansas City Royals.
That's
Okay.
some serious shit. By the way, it's 4-3 St. Louis in the top of the fourth.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
4-3
All
St.
right.
Louis.
So
All
anyways,
right.
there you go. That's my
Hey, but
Mexican
don't you
minute.
Thank you for that. I
Renee-
like it.
Renee, don't you just love this though? The way the Royals are doing this.
Yeah,
it's
man.
not the Yankees.
It's
It's
amazing.
not stuffy. It's not old school.
Right.
It's a bunch of young guys
Right.
just loving it and coming together and playing with emotion, playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, diving for balls,
Yeah.
bunting,
Did you see
running,
that? You see the
stealing,
Mustakis
doing it
go,
all, man.
Mustakis going over
going
like
over
Derek
the rail,
Jeter?
catching the
Yeah.
ball.
They have not lost yet in
Yep.
the postseason.
No,
You
they
just-
haven't. They
you
swept
just
the
gotta
Angels.
love
They
it.
swept the Orioles. I mean, you got to go. I mean, George Brett, one of my favorite Major League Baseball players ever, and it's just I love it for the city of Kansas City because those Royals fans have gone through shit.
Hey man,
Like really, I love when just underdog teams pull it
Yeah.
out. You
If
know,
you get the Royals, I'm sorry, Renee. If you get the Royals in St. Louis again, it's
Yeah.
a replay of the '85 World Series,
Yep.
which is one of the best World
but you
Series
like underdog teams
ever.
like the
I love
Browns, like the
underdog
Browns
teams.
beating the Steelers this past
I
weekend.
ju- I
Like
lo-
that's just fantastic.
I just love passion. I just love guys that
Talking
are out there.
baseball.
I love guys that are out there
I would say that
doing bigger things than they
Yeah.
thought they could do.
yeah.
You know, and it may only last for a year, and it may only last for 2 years, and then they'll get signed to bigger contracts to other teams. But for right now, for baseball, this is fantastic.
I agree.
I hate the Giants more than I hate the Cardinals. So
Okay.
I would kind of like to see the Giants go to the World Series and just have the Royals crush them and just run over.
So
'em
you'd
with
like
the
to tell the
steamroller.
Cardinals and the Giants too?
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
Yeah, pretty much.
Both of them? Okay, I just wanted to get it out there. All right, guys.
All right, then.
Let's cover up a little
All
bit
right,
of. Turn me up a little bit, Renee, on that. Still one of my favorites, Knocker. You contributed that song.
That's the shit.
It
right
is
there,
the shit, man. All right, coming up in our fantasy football league over the weekend, just want to cover a little bit of scores in the Man's League. Knocker, you won. Surprisingly, you've gotten to 3 wins this season. Are you 3-3 right now?
I am 3-3.
Wow, you're
baby.
still
I'm
in the
loving
race.
it.
All right, just a little bit of news in our Sportscast league. Again, guys, you can get in next year if you'd like to. It's a very competitive league. We're going to have a great prize at the end. I got to bring the trophy in here. Like, we need to get the trophy in here, right?
Yes, you do.
To show it off.
Isn't it
Johnny,
right
you think I
there?
should bring it in next week? Get the trophy in here?
What does it look like?
You gave us the trophy. What are you
It's right there,
talking
isn't
about?
it?
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah, moron.
I thought I had it at my house. I thought I had it at my house this whole time.
weed
And I'm
every
the
day.
day.
Oh, it's been there from the
Yeah.
start, man.
It has?
It came back at the start of football season. It came back from Australia. It's been there from day one.
I know. I thought I got it from Australia back to my house.
Fix the memory.
I'm another cookie.
Well played. Well played. Well played, guys. Back to fantasy
Johnny,
football
you
standings.
serious, man?
Yeah.
$4,000 a month.
Yeah.
And the
Down
funny
the drain.
thing is, I just got promoted to our accounting.
You know sports,
I know
right?
you're taking care of
yeah.
the money at Juicy
I'm
Whip
in
now.
charge.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I'm in charge of like millions of dollars at Juice Soup Accounting right now. So, all right, just covering real quick. I end up taking my 4th win of the season, 4-2. I am this year now against Joey Football. I beat him 151-113. Smoked it this week. My big score was Kellen Kaepernick this week. I mean, the Niners had a big game. Tokra Sammy taking down Fathead Boobies. Love that. Team J taking down the Rocky Mountain Lizards. Showtime. Man, Lawrence Brooks has lost 2 games in a row now. From I touched him up. I touched him. She changed it from Josh's sister's boobs because she touched him at Islands to I touched him now. That's her new team name.
Yeah.
That's her new team name.
Boobies.
I want to change my name.
Don't go there, Johnny.
Yeah, don't go
That's
there,
my
Johnny.
daughter,
Seriously.
Johnny. Do not go there.
He doesn't see Taryn daily.
know.
He sees you on a weekly basis.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
Bud Knocker taking down
You
Team
know
Dyson.
it's all good fun. I'm a married man, bud.
Yeah, but you also love your +2s. All right,
It's just more awkward when I gotta see her.
Johnny, what happened? Johnny, what happened this week? You lost to the
talking about
South
what
Bay
happened?
Pack 96 to
Ridley's a piece
77.
of shit,
Oh, okay.
and so is the Panthers' defense.
Yeah, can you believe the Panthers defense? They've been actually hurting you the last 3 weeks. So, last up here, Big Steve. Remember last year's champion from Australia?
Yes.
Big Steve. He was 0-2 to start the season. Okay, we're like, wow, the
Right,
champion
right,
might
right.
actually lose after 2 years.
Right.
He's won 4 in a row.
What?
He's 4-2 now, taking down Mark 3000 over the weekend. Yeah, so big lead there. Now let's get to our Pigskin Pick'em, sponsored by Islands, guys. So check it out. This Islands at islands.com. Islands Restaurants on Twitter as well. The winner this week of a $50 gift card from Islands is actually a tie between Jeff and MX811 with 13 wins.
Wow.
Yeah, 13 wins this week. So we'll get that taken care of. I have plenty of gift cards to give away. So make sure you guys tweet us or email the show at thenewsportsguru@gmail.com. I'll get you guys your gift cards out for each week. Again, $200 Visa at the end. Leaderboard as it goes. MX811 at the top with 64 wins. He's got a 2-win lead, guys. Someone's got to catch this cat, all right?
My boy Wedo.
Oh, is that your boy Wedo?
That's my boy Wedo at work.
What's he smoking over there?
I don't know, but he's killing it.
He's killing it. Big Steve 977 at 62. Irish. I don't know how you continue this with how much you drink, but you're doing really well, Irish, at 62. Pansis is at 62 as well. Midway Monsters at 61. Orlando Packers at 61 as well. Roadrunner, Mr. Awesome follows it up. Let's go Buffalo 2. Who is that, Johnny Icebox? Is that someone from your town?
You know, I don't
Listens
know.
to the show?
I had asked that before.
Yeah.
Who is Let's Go Buffalo?
Number 2. Let us know.
Killing
But
it.
as far as the show goes, Guru's
shut
at top.
up.
All right,
Let's
I'm
go
at
watch a
60.
Bills
I'm
game.
at 60 right now. Knocker, where are you at, man? How did your week go?
Oh, and horrible.
Knocker, you had 7 wins.
Yes.
Everyone is in double digits pretty much except for you.
I went upset city and
Yeah, I like it.
I went upset city and it
You
did not work out well for me.
Johnny, who was leading a couple weeks ago, at least in the top 3, is now fallen to 58 wins. Johnny Icebox, only 10 wins last week.
I mean, I'm only 5 out of
You are,
first
but
place.
the Steelers hurt, right? Steelers hurt last week.
And the Bills.
Taking the home takes. All right, guys.
Shit.
Well, we're gonna go to break here. On the flip side, we got Lawrence Brooks coming up with all your fantasy football questions. We'll get into our Pigskin Pick'em Week 7. We got Shot of the Week award and Shit of the Week brought to you by PWCI Construction. So if you guys got a shot or a Shit of the Week, make sure you guys tweet us. Knockers on the Twitter handle. It's Sportscast_THN. Also call the show 818-435-8423. Pigskin Pick'em Shot of the Week award. Your fantasy questions and a lot more nonsense. We get back right after this.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Now, walk into the club like, what up? I got a big cock. I'm just pumped. I bought some shit from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty. The people like, damn, that's a cold ass honky. Rolling in hella deep, headed to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, set my gator shoes. Those are green, draped in a leopard mink. Girl standing next to me. Probably should have washed this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. But shit, it was 99 cents. I get copping it, washing it. About to go and get some compliments. Passing up on those moccasins. Someone else has been walking in bummy and grungy fucking man. I am stunting and flossing and saving my money. And I'm hella happy that's a bargain, bitch. I'ma take your grandpa style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me-down? Velour jumpsuit and some house slippers. Dookie brown leather jacket that I found. Dig it. They had a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. I bought a ski blanket. Then I bought a kneeboard. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my fringe game, hell no. I could take some pro wings, make them cool, sell those. The sneakerheads will be like, he got the Velcro.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
What she know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What she knowin' about wearing a fur fox skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's come up. Thank your granddad for donating that plaid button up shirt. Cause right now I'm up in her skirt. I'm at the Goodwill, you can find me in the I'm not stuck on searching in the section. Your grandma, your auntie, your mama, your mammy. I'll take those flannel zebra jammies secondhand and rock that motherfucker. The built-in onesie with the socks on that motherfucker. I hit the party and they stop in that motherfucker. They be like, oh, that Gucci, that's hella tight. I'm like, yo, that's $50 for a t-shirt. Limited edition, let's do some simple edition. $50 for a t-shirt, that's just some ignorant bitch. I call that getting swindled and pimped. I call that getting tricked by business. That shirt's hella dope. And having the same one as 6 other people in this club is a hella don't. Peak gang, come take a look through my telescope. Tryna get girls from a brand, man, you hella won't. Man, you hella won't.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Is that your grandma's coat?
back to the Sportscast, NFL Game Day Show. You guys can watch us live right now at thenewsportscrew.com. Make sure you guys subscribe to the show on iTunes. Tell all your friends, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Tune in, right, Renee? We're on a bunch of just platforms here. You can pretty much find us. Just search Sportscast on any of those platforms. You can catch all of our shows, download us, tell a friend. Also become a VIP at thenewsportscrew.com. Get all of our sports picks, college football and NFL. Also some discounts on some shirts and our live events as well. So check it out today. What we're going to get into right now is the Shot of the Week Award brought to you by PWCI Construction. So check them out at pwconstructioninc.com if you're in the construction business, building business at all. And if you just want to give them a shout out, say, hey, man, thanks for sponsoring my favorite sports show. Give them a huge shout out. pwconstructioninc.com is where you can find them. They've been the Shot of the Week Award. What?
They on Twitter?
No, they're not on Twitter. Yeah, they're not on Twitter. I'll blow them up on Twitter. We have a call?
Yeah, we have a call.
Okay, it's probably Lawrence. It's probably Lawrence in his. Is it his number? Because you have him in the block there.
714. It's not.
It's not Lawrence. All right, who we got from the 714? You're online with the Sportscast.
Yo, what up, boys? This is Jeff.
What's up, Joe?
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. It's Jeff Pratt. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on, doggy?
What's happening, Guru?
What's happening, my brother from another mother?
Yeah, what's good, brother?
What up,
you still
Jeffy
sleeping
boy?
with that urn?
What's that?
You still sleeping with your urn from your
dude,
Romo jersey?
yeah, I know. You hit me up on Facebook. Yeah, dude, I slept in my new Romo jersey, like, literally with no underwear on. I had no boxers on. I was fully free balling. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. Hey,
yeah, that was a great game, man. Great game.
it was fantastic.
It was like a pick-ick.
It was. And Johnny, on the other hand, was sleeping in shame because of his Steelers losing to the Browns.
I never sleep in shame.
That's my shit of the week right there.
Oh,
For costing
okay.
me $150, dude. Fucked up my 14 parlay, dude.
Oh. Can I get a have a bad day for Jeff real quick?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Jeff. Sorry.
Damn, killing his parlay, man. That sucks.
1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, lost me about $1,300 on that shit, man.
Wow, that is ridiculous.
Wow, yeah.
Wow, I think you owe Jeff a golf game or two.
Yeah,
huh?
he owes you a round, huh?
I didn't put my money on it. That was his choice. He could have gone with the 12 other teams or something.
Well, Jeff, you got a shot of the week.
How do you lose by 20 fucking points to the goddamn Browns, dude?
I don't know what you want me to say. We just can't get into the end zone. That's our problem right now.
He just can't get it in, like in his sexual life. He can't get it in.
In the red zone,
It's
we're
the knocker
struggling
syndrome.
in the red zone right now.
The Steelers have the knocker syndrome. Just can't finish.
Can't get it in.
I get it, guys. I get it.
Jeff, you have a shot. You have a shot for us. You have a shot of the week.
Well, hey, you know what? I'm going to put my shot up for the Raiders actually looking like a damn decent team this week.
All right, you could take some faith in that, right? You're at least
solace.
yeah, you can take some solace
Moral
in that.
victory.
I like that, Jeff. So,
Jeff, if the Raiders were to come to L.A., is that something you'd be excited about?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think it's more likely you're going to be the Rams.
I agree.
You agree?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Rams can get out of their contract in St. Louis with no penalty.
yeah, and also Rams fans don't carry
basically free
guns.
agents.
You know, Rams.
I think the Chargers would still have to
I
pay.
just hope they build that stadium right there off the 60 and the 57.
Yeah, I'd be sick. Be that close to home here. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. So, all right. Well, we got Lawrence on the line, man. Jeff, I want to thank you for calling in. We got to get together once again for golf because always good times when we get together.
Love you, brother.
Absolutely, brother. Hey, you guys have a good night.
Thank you, man.
sir.
Appreciate it. All right, Lawrence, you're on the line
Later.
with us. Lawrence Brooks, our fantasy guru.
Lawrence Brooks is here.
Yeah, Lawrence Brooks is here. LB said it, bringing the Hazel. We were just talking about you earlier. Lawrence, you've lost 2 in a row in our fantasy football league, man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Man, it points to my running back situation. I lost both of my running backs in 1 week. We'll be okay, though. It's a long season. We'll get healthy and be ready to bounce back. But, everybody's gunning for me. Everybody's throwing a parade when they beat me. I take it as a sign of respect. So,
Can I get a have a bad day for Lawrence here for me? Do you have that on cue?
You
yeah. All right, Lawrence, we're gonna get.
Sharon got me.
Yeah, we're gonna get to our Shot of the Week award. What do you got for your shot while you're fixing your headphones that you broke during the last segment? You broke the brand new Bose
Bud
headphones.
Knocker is angry.
I bought him brand new Bose headphones and he busted them. But what do you got, Knocker? You got Shot of the Week?
Okay, I'm gonna go
Talking
with,
to the mic while you're doing your MacGyver
I'm gonna go
setup.
with Jeff. I think the other than the obvious Royals.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna go with.
Wait till it's Renee's shot. Finish your thought.
I'm gonna go with Derek Carr.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm gonna go with
Really?
Derek Carr, the quarterback for the Raiders.
Okay.
Looked fantastic in a losing cause.
Okay.
But what I like is the new coach, Sperano, came up to him and said, you know what, bro? This is your team. I want you to act like it. I want you to own it. And I want you to know that this is your football team. And when you have a coach as a rookie quarterback that comes up and tells you, hey, take control of this shit, own it, it's yours.
Yep.
That's got to feel good. That's got to make you as an athlete and a quarterback make you feel, okay, I've earned this and I belong here. And I think great things are going to happen. I think the Raiders are on the way up with that vote of confidence and with his abilities. I really like what's happening there. So
Okay.
I'm going to go with him. Proto is
No, I got Doug. Fix your goddamn headphones. Get your act
no,
together.
Proto
over there.
shot of the week is the weather.
He's a
The
fucking
weather
asshole.
because he doesn't have to put his air conditioning on.
He also said he's in. Chabby said he's in the middle of nowhere in Colorado. He knows the show's live right now, so he says Cowboys Shot of the Week. All right, Chabby's.
Oh, there you
Thank you
go.
from Chabby, smoking weed in the middle of nowhere. And Peppy Pants chimes in. She's eating a bowl of looks like meatball clam
matzo
chowder. Yeah, I don't matzo soup or something while watching the Sportscast on her laptop. So I appreciate that. All right, Renee, what do you got? Your shot of the week. Clayton Kershaw's not in the playoffs
No,
anymore.
he's
Neither
not.
the Dodgers.
I actually have two shots of the week.
Okay, I like it.
Come on.
Wow.
My first one goes out to Jeremy Guthrie for wearing a shirt. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys saw
Oh,
that
I
at the
totally
press
saw it.
conference
Yes. Mhm.
yesterday that said the O's ain't royal. And a
Yeah.
lot of Orioles fans got pretty upset by it, but I thought it was
Liked it.
awesome, man.
I liked
you know?
it too. I liked
yeah,
it.
so and then yesterday I had a job interview at
Okay.
KLOS.
All right.
What?
And
All
I
right.
went out there, and I'm pretty confident that I want to get my foot in the door. So
All
shot of the week
right.
for me.
Shot of the week for Renee. Can we get the kids saying hooray? Do you have the kids happy for you?
I
Because
do,
I know
yeah.
I'm happy. Yeah. All right.
Is this for the janitorial position at KLOS? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to be cleaning up toilets.
Orale. That's a foot in the door, though, I say.
You know?
Just gonna wipe my ass.
Oh.
Just kidding
Wow. Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'll get
I
another.
won't do that, no.
I'll get another one.
Johnny Ice's personal secretary, huh?
All right, Johnny Icebox, what do you got?
My shot of the week is going to Aaron Hernandez.
What?
Yeah, well, because here's the thing is,
Boy.
recently he's been being a very good boy after he was transferred prisons because the
This
one
is
prison that he
interesting.
was at was kind of a high profile thing for him to be mixed in with that population. So they moved him to another prison about 3 months ago, and he's been a model citizen ever since. And so now he gets to watch Patriots games while he's in jail.
You're so ridiculous.
So congratulations to him.
So what you
right, man.
basically what you're saying,
Things are starting to look up for him.
they moved him from a prison where he was the catcher to a prison where he's now the pitcher. Is that what you're
Probably.
saying?
Wow,
Probably.
well played. Well played.
And he gets to watch Patriots
All
games.
right.
Gotta
Well,
love America. Kill
my-
somebody and watch football.
Oh, and I'll give a little shot to my dad. It's his birthday.
yeah, your dad's in the other room over there.
Yeah,
Is he going
he's
to come and
passed
pick some
out.
games?
He's a sound sleeper. I gotta
Yeah.
tell
Oh,
you.
yeah, he does.
That
Yeah, he
guy's a
sleeps-
sound
he sleeps
sleeper.
hard.
He's a
He
good
sleeps
guy. We
hard.
met him earlier,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Icebox. All right, my shot's going to go for the Cowboys, who just literally
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Yeah, that's what the Dallas Cowboys are doing, right, Lawrence?
Absolutely.
That's right. I'm not going to pick them this week against the Giants, right? We're picking
Don't pick 'em
Giants.
the rest of the year.
I'm picking the Giants. The Giants are going to kill them. I don't even know how the Cowboys are going to play in that game.
That's right. All right, what do you got? Your shot of the week?
I'm going to go ahead and have to put up the same thing.
Yep.
Dallas Cowboys beating Seattle in Seattle. Even though I love my hometown, but I think Dallas needed that win more than Seattle did.
All right, guys,
Huge win.
we'll get your
Oh, wait,
shots ready.
I wanted to give one more. To Adrian Peterson and to Ray Rice. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
You are one pathetic loser.
Oh, Pepe does chime in. Shot of
Yeah.
the week for at Inner Beans. Go get him, bro.
Yeah, go get him, Eater Beans.
Thanks,
All right,
man.
shots up. Throw it up for you in the music. You got it?
Cheers. Yep.
Cue it up for me. Yeah! Everybody! That's so
Hey, your
fantastic,
uncle,
Renee.
your uncle Dave Petteruto,
Yes,
right?
yes.
At the wedding
Mhm.
during the dad's speech.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Those are always good.
He credits his daughter for introducing him to Fireball whiskey.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's changed his life.
Nice. That's fantastic.
I just thought I would throw that in
All
because
right.
that's what we're doing for our
Fireball.
shots.
All right, guys.
You just gotta love it.
If you got fancy questions, 818-435-8423
Man,
is
Twitter's
the
blowing
number. Knocker be on Twitter if they got fancy questions coming in. You know, if they pertain to the game, let me know. Renee will be on hand as well for taking your phone calls. Again, tweet us at sportscast_THN. Here we go, boys. Week 7. Oh! Yeah, baby! Oh. Hey, when I told you the season started, that the Cowboys would be 5-1, and the Saints would be 2-4. You'd be insane right now, right?
Yeah. You don't know nothing.
And that Seattle would have lost at home? That just doesn't happen. And Steelers would have lost to the Brownies.
Yeah, Terry.
Thank you, Renee.
Listen, you know what? Roethlisberger was 18-1 against the Browns. Okay, that's pretty fucking impressive. He's 18-2 now.
Even Terry Bradshaw. We
love
own
you,
the
John.
Browns. We own the Browns, man.
We
the
own
Steelers
the Browns.
own the
Yep.
Browns.
Nope.
They got fucking hammered.
They got
What do
hammered.
you think of Hoyer coming out and just saying, I'm not going to sign
No,
a long-term contract?
I wouldn't either, dude. If they got Johnny Foot, no, I wouldn't either. Go get your money. Go play for the Rams.
Hey, why not?
Fuck
Go
Brad,
play
you
for the
know,
Cardinals.
Bradford. I'm gonna go play for the Rams.
Go
Yeah,
play
go
for the
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah, go. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, throw me some background here. We got Week 7 picks. Lawrence, you will have your Boom Bust up again by tomorrow, so everyone check out his weekly column, Boom Bust, at thenewsportscrew.com. Also, his rapid reactions where he recaps each game, gives you his thoughts. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Check it out, thenewsportscrew.com. He is our big writer for NFL and fantasy. So, again, follow him at LBSaidIt on Twitter. I know you've already got some fancy questions that were tweeted to you earlier today, Lawrence, so we'll get to those in a little bit. But our first game up here, Thursday Night Football. Make sure you have me up here for the sound here, Renee. Here we go.
Jets versus Patriots.
Johnny, you're going to be at Casino Morongo tomorrow for the
Yes,
Heidi and
I
Frank
will
event.
be.
So,
Are you really?
yeah, it's going to be a fantastic
Nice.
time down there.
Drinks.
It's going to be a good time. But
Just
again,
a mover and a shaker.
Knocker, the Jets, just another horrible season for the Jets. Geno Smith, again, I think is going to be a bust. I didn't believe him from the beginning. But again, he doesn't have many weapons around him, like many quarterbacks, hence Mark Sanchez being there. But the Jets on the road, Brady, after that game against Cincinnati on Monday night, he has been a completely different quarterback. 4 touchdowns last week against the Bills. Now at home against the Jets. You know how that big rival is between the two. He'd love nothing more than to beat this team by about 20 or 30 points. I like the Patriots in an absolute rout in this game.
Well, I just love the fact that Michael Vick's the backup, right?
Yeah.
That he admits, I wasn't ready. What the hell else you got to do, bro?
Yeah.
What else do you have to do but study the playbook, study the game plan, and be ready if you're called upon? I wasn't ready, man.
Yep.
Come on, this team is in total disarray. Coach has got to go. Total rebuilding effort. Patriots are just going to clobber this team.
All right, Johnny Box, what do you got in this one?
Foles is on his bye week, so I got Brady in. Let's go Patriots.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yo, truth. Though, for real. Truth.
I can't even find the drop that I want to play. Seriously. I can't even find the one that you look like. You know what you look like?
Anyone ever tell you look like a penis with a little hat on?
Just you, Tom. Just you.
Just you. All right, I'm going to go with the Patriots in this one. Lawrence, you going to round it out for us?
Yeah, the Jets situation is kind of like how the classroom acts when it's the substitute teacher instead of the real teacher. That's kind of
That is awesome. That is a great analogy. You're absolutely right.
Just spit wads everywhere, people out of their seats, people chewing gum, hats on, people
Ordering
talking.
pizza like
Yeah.
Spicoli, right?
That's what the Jets are right now. It's just, and it's sad because I really want to see Geno Smith with a functional environment and see if he can really play. But I think he's gonna get axed just like Mark Sanchez did. I mean, nobody can succeed in such a bad environment.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, who you got is Tom Brady going to be your
fantasy beast?
Who's your beast this week?
Yeah, he's been cooking lately, and I don't think it stops tomorrow. I think he keeps it going, and they're at home. He's going to continue doing what he's been doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what was that?
That sounded like penetration,
Oh,
Johnny.
I was just backing up LB.
He's got his pimp putter. He's got his pimp putter. It's his pimp putter. He's got his putter. He's always on his putter. Woo! All right, who's you guys your Walking Dead?
Fantasy zombie.
Is that cookie kicking in
Who's you
yet?
got as your zombie?
My fantasy zombie
About
is
this
the New
time
York
last week.
Jets. Just
Is the
period.
Jets,
Anything- If you
period?
have to play somebody over there, it could be bad. But Chris Ivory might have a decent day, and watch out for Jason Morrow. It looks like they're trying to get him going in the passing game a little bit. They're very limited in that area. So if you're kind of hamstrung at tight end, or if you really need to play a running back, those would be the two pieces to play. But don't get too excited.
So, Lawrence, do you think Eric Decker's like going, what the hell did I do? Was the money really worth this?
Yeah, leaving Broncos.
Was it really worth this? Because I am lost on an island. I have nothing going on, man.
Yeah, I think he's having some second thoughts to some extent. I don't know if he wants to get out of there because maybe he sees the big picture. You know, you never know what they sell you on when you get there, but he can't be having fun right now compared to what it was last year.
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys, again, you can follow Lawrence at LBSaid on Twitter. If you guys have fancy questions during the week, tweet him. He's great at it. He's on it all the time.
Lawrence, did you lose a bet?
I did. I lost a bet to Pippi, and I'm basically supposed to tell everybody about how supreme she is, and she's a fantasy football guy.
So we'll
So
wait.
what happened?
No,
What is
we're
it?
going to do
Say it
that
a
after
little
the next
louder.
break. No, I want people to wait for it.
Oh,
After
okay.
the next
No,
break.
he's saying next week. I'm reading it on. They're tweeting back and forth.
Yeah.
So what's
I
up?
can do it at the next break. I'll tell
Okay.
you now.
Okay.
I got you. Next break. It is going to be a salute to you.
All right, now stay tuned for that.
yeah.
I like it. After the next break, I like it. All right,
Love
next up
it.
here we go. So we're all taking the New England Patriots on Thursday night. Here we go. Could be an interesting game.
Falcons versus Ravens.
Man, the Falcons, man, had hard knocks again. They'll take your team down every year. Falcons looked bad last week against the Bears. Falcons on the road against the Ravens. Ravens, man, they're a team that coming out of nowhere. I thought they were dead in the water, you know, kind of in that transition period,
did
but
too. Have to
they're
admit.
really sparking, and that defense is the kind of legit. Joe Flacco, again, big game last week, but Ravens at home. I'm going to take the Ravens in this one.
You have to take the Ravens.
You got to, right?
You have to, yeah.
I just don't trust the Falcons, right? What do you got, Johnny?
I'm taking the home team.
He won't even
say it.
one or the
I
other.
All right, Lawrence, what do you got in this? You going to round it out?
Johnny.
I'm going Miami.
Miami. Well played. Well played.
You're going to get that nowhere else.
Yeah.
Nowhere else in the Sportscast when you get that answer.
What? You got Ravens in this one, Lawrence?
Yeah, I got the Ravens. I mean, Atlanta's a train wreck right now. What else are they going to do besides lose?
Lawrence, what Ravens running back are you starting right now?
You have to go with Justin Forsett because he's the starter. He's actually averaging 6.4 yards per carry, but they're just not. Joe Flacco's so on fire. They're not even relying on the running game. Who would have thought that they'd be relying on Joe Flacco's arm right now? So if you are starting a running back from the Ravens, it would be Justin Forsett. And they play the Falcons this week, and that's their Swiss cheese on defense. So he actually might gain 100 yards.
All right, who's you guys here?
Fantasy beast.
My fantasy beast in this game is going to be Steve Smith. I mean, no one's been stopping
Like
him
it.
so far.
Yep.
In Atlanta, they had trouble last week with Chicago's wideouts. They're going to have trouble with him, too.
It's senior. Johnny wants to say it. It's Smith Senior.
Oh, yeah, Smith. Actually, it's Smith. It's S-M-I-F-F, so it's Steve Smith Senior.
I like it.
Just helping the branding.
Just help. All right, here we go.
Fantasy zombie.
Who's Walking Dead this week?
Walking Dead this week, ooh, Steven Jackson. I mean, they play 4 running backs. He
Walking
doesn't get
Dead
that
for
many
4
carries.
years.
He's over the hill.
Yep.
and he's playing against Baltimore's run defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's been walking dead since that groin pull on the first play of the season.
Been
what,
horrible.
3 years ago, man.
I got a question for you, actually. Roddy White, is Roddy White worth starting on a week-to-week basis now? I mean, everyone drafted him at least a number 1, a top number 2 wide receiver. Hasn't really produced the last few weeks here. Is Roddy White? Do you have to start him if you have him?
I mean, it depends on what you have on your roster at receiver, but if you have some guys, I would say, if you have an Odell Beckham, an Andre Holmes,
What about
maybe
T.Y.
even
Hilton? What if you had
Adams.
like a T.Y. Hilton versus Roddy White? Who are you starting this week?
Oh, T.Y. Hilton
Okay.
every week until it stops. I wouldn't. If that's a no-brainer. I'm going T.Y. Hilton.
What about Reggie Wayne?
Or T.Y. Hilton.
Or T.Y. Hilton. I'm still going T.Y. Hilton over Reggie Wayne.
All right, Johnny Fox. All right.
boy, T.Y.
God, shut your mouth.
Jesus
Seriously?
Christ.
God.
Thank you, Hilton.
My God.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, the
That's what it
next
stands for, get
next
it?
game up here is going to be your
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
game of the week.
That is such a great drop. I love that.
Redskins.
Titans, Redskins. You can only say it like Peter Griffin, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's an
Who
NFL game?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know if the NFL package will carry this game. The Titans.
Might be blacked out on the NFL
I'm like,
package.
705 is not working. Why
Yeah,
not?
I can't even find it on the pick'em list. It's that bad.
Oh, my God.
This might not get on the Red Zone channel. So, Titans versus Redskins. My God, everyone thought that Cousins was going to be the answer in Washington. How happy are you if you're RG3 right now? Like, hey, guys, look, you guys thought Cousins was the answer? Really? All these picks, 2 losses in a row now.
Yeah.
Redskins are at home. Titans, hey, they beat the Jags. That's not saying much. What do you got in this one? I mean, this is a 50-50 crapshoot right now. Home team, right?
In this kind of game, you
Home team, right?
roll with the home team.
I'm going to go with the home team as well. I'm going to go Redskins. Johnny, what do you got?
Yeah, I gotta go Redskins. Go get your tickets. They're on sale for $14.95.
I know, huh?
Are they really?
2 for 1. 2 for
Probably.
1.
Probably.
Probably.
You know,
Lawrence, what
spend
do you
$100
got?
at Stater Brothers,
Yeah.
get 2 free tickets to the game.
I don't know if they
Okay,
have staters.
$50.
I don't know if they have staters, but I know it gets
Just
your point.
walk in the door. We'll give you tickets.
Yeah.
Just
Come
park,
to Publix.
just park in the parking lot, and we'll give you a ticket.
Swing by and say hi.
Lawrence, what do you got in this one, man? Redskins.
Oh my God, this game is another one of those brown poop versus green poop.
Green chili
I
salsa.
mean, either way it goes, it's not gonna be good. I got the home team though. I think the Redskins actually pull one out at home. I think they get one.
Oh man, yeah, we're going with the Redskins. I think you got to go with the home team. I mean, if it's a 50-50 split like this, what do you got? Is there a Does anyone get you fantasy points in this game?
Yes, I think Deshaun Jackson and Jordan Reed are going to have a big
All
day.
right.
I
Deshaun's
think
been doing well.
Tennessee doesn't defend the tight end well. Jordan Reed is back to almost 100% health. He had 11 targets last week and played 54% of the snaps and still had 94 yards. Tennessee, he's coming. And then Deshaun Jackson, I mean, he's just been a big play waiting to happen every week so far. And I don't know if Tennessee is ready to stop him. All it takes is one play for him. So I got those two being the fantasy beasts.
Okay, who's walking dead?
Fantasy zombie.
I would have to either go with Sean Green if he plays, or I would probably have to go with Bishop Sankey. I don't think they're going to be able to run the football that well because Washington is actually good at defending the run. They just don't have any DB, so everybody throws against them.
Who the hell is Tennessee's quarterback?
I agree. They got the long hair. Lawrence, what's his name?
Charlie Whitehurst.
Yeah, Charlie Whitehurst.
He's still in the league.
Yeah, he's still throwing it up, man. The
I love
guy's
it.
traveling.
Smoke weed every day. He looks like
Yeah,
just
he's
a
hippie
smoker.
man. Yeah,
I love it.
He's a hippie
I love
man.
it.
All right, next game up here, a NFC showdown. Here we go.
Seahawks versus Rams.
Seahawks and Rams. Rams, I mean, Austin is looking like he could kind of progress here. I don't know. But the Rams getting shut out there. All 3 points in the second half against the Niners. Oh, wow. Knocker just chubbed in his pants right now, Renee, just to let you know. All
Gotta
right.
change things up a bit.
Yeah, Rams at home here again, coming off the Monday night loss to the Niners. Seahawks coming off the loss to the Cowboys. Seahawks on the road have always.
Cowboys.
Yeah, how about them Cowboys? Seahawks, though, on the road have always been a different team. Both going into a dome here. Knocker, you got to go with the Seahawks to bounce back, right?
I think Pete Carroll took this team this week and is drilling the shit out of him.
Yep.
I don't think he was very happy at all what the hell happened with that team.
A little overconfident. A little overconfident.
Not overconfident. Just a little too relaxed. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we know what we got. We're the shit.
Offense didn't look
We're
good. I
at
mean, if they
home.
didn't get those points on special teams, it's a blowout almost.
Right. So I think he's got them. You know, he's just putting the bullwhip on them this week, and I really think, especially the Rams coming off a short week.
Give me a score.
28 to 10.
In the 20s? 28
to
Oh,
10.
do you think the Rams just get shut down this one?
Yeah, I don't think they score
I
more
think
than
so
10
too,
points.
kind of. Johnny, what do you got?
Seattle's defense. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Johnny,
Seattle.
are they in your fantasy team?
Yeah.
Okay.
you think?
Yeah, I just want to know.
You think?
You know, when you wear this show, you shouldn't wear like workout shorts that you can really show.
Let's see what Richard Sherman has to say about that.
I just look like he's just cupping his balls, brother style, right there.
Seriously. Yeah, I can.
He's just fondling.
Wow, that's great sight. Watch us live on Ustream at Icebox Studios. Lawrence, what do you got in this one, man? I got Seahawks in this one. I think they win by double digits.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks they're gonna come into this game with steam coming out of their nose. This is a bad week for the Rams to catch the Seahawks. I think it's gonna be pretty convincing.
All right,
I think excuse me, I'm sorry. I think the Rams put all the emotion they had as a football team.
Yeah, last week against the Niners.
Into this Monday night national game.
It's a throttle.
And it it worked for a quarter.
Yep.
And this week it's just gonna be fucked.
I agree. All right, who is your fantasy beast going to be beast mode himself?
Fantasy Beast.
I would say, beast mode, but I also think that Russell Wilson is going to have a great
Bounce
day.
back?
You see what Colin Kaepernick did against that defense, and I think Russell Wilson, he's going to come out ready to throw the ball downfield. I think they're really starting to see that those gadget plays and jet sweeps and things. They have to diversify that offense in order to keep people away from the line of scrimmage. So I think they both have a big win.
Lawrence, I know one of our Twitter followers sent you a question whether to start Russell Wilson this week or Tom Brady. What did you go with in that pick?
I said Tom Brady because he's been on fire. So I said go with the guy who's been on fire. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. But if I had to take a pick, I'm going with the guy who's been killing the last couple of weeks.
Okay. All right. Who you guys here?
Fantasy Zombie.
Who's walking dead in this one?
My fantasy zombie is Zach Stacy. He's in a bona fide there now. It looks like they're about to implement Trey Mason into the crew, and so now that's three guys that's sharing the football.
Yeah.
Zach Stacy is not a guy you want to have right now.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that. If you're not watching Johnny Icebox Cam right now,
Slowly slip into oblivion.
you need Lawrence. I know you're on the phone calling right now, but you need to go back and watch the video because Johnny's popping tents over in the corner
right now,
Just
dog.
letting you know.
I'm saying everything he wants to hear.
Yeah, seriously, you're making his fantasy chubs like just get bigger.
Oh,
by
this.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
this.
There we go.
Is he over? He's over there roster baiting.
Roster baiting. Hashtag roster baiting.
Oh man, that's fantastic. All right, guys.
Hey, I got something here from Pepe.
Okay.
Sportscast _THN. The BF. I'm not sure what that means. The
Best
BF,
friend or boyfriend?
Okay. All right. The BF and I will be at
He's so out of touch.
I am. The BF and I will be at the San Diego versus KC game Sunday. For his birthday, so I guess she's going to the Chargers
Have fun.
KC game. Enjoy, drink many a beer. On us.
Take pictures.
Johnny, that's so wrong.
Yeah, seriously, Johnny.
I've got to stare at that.
I
and
can't.
That's just so wrong.
Can you stop right now? Like, can
What's
you
the
stop?
next game? Are we on the next game?
The next game is going to be the.
You better have the ticket. Because it's the blackout game of the week.
Renee, get a picture. This is the blackout game of the week here, Knocker. Knocker, I don't even know, again, if the NFL package will carry this game.
Browns versus Jaguars.
Well, in past years, it would have been.
Hey, Brian Hoyer, man, this kid's
Now.
for real.
Now.
Renee, tweet that out, please, and put us in the tweet.
All right, I will.
Okay, go ahead.
I can't.
You
Put a
can't.
filter on
It's
it. I
okay.
can't do
Just don't
this.
look at him.
I can't.
Just don't look at him.
Can't do this,
Okay.
man.
What do you got? Browns, Jags. Come on. Did the Jags get their first win? Or the Browns come back out
Oh
here
no,
on
the
top?
Browns are going to win.
Okay.
And did I not tell you Hoyer would start? And did I not pick the
Yeah, I
Browns
called by
to win
week
that
6.
division?
Yeah, you're right. You called me. You got that on me on that. Yep.
Right?
You're right.
And I still think so. I think
Now,
I
Brian
think,
Hoyer came out and said today, hey, I'm not re-signing with you, Browns.
Yeah.
While you have Johnny Manziel there, I'm not going to sit there and
and
re-sign.
that is awesome for the Browns for this
Yep.
season because he's going to play his ass off. Now, in light of this, Johnny Manziel laughing on the sidelines while they were down in this game.
I saw the video. Yep. It's at thenewsportscrew.com.
Write it off, or
Write it off,
is
man.
this
Just
an
stop
issue?
making something. Everyone's gonna make something of Johnny Manziel.
I
So
disagree.
You got Browns on this
I
one?
disagree.
Okay.
I don't think as your quarterback.
Yeah, you're an old man.
I don't think as your quarterback you should
Okay.
be laughing on the sidelines when your team's getting their ass kicked.
Okay.
You know, you have to know
Yeah,
in
you're
this
gonna
day and
nitpick
age.
at Johnny Manziel. It's
no,
okay.
but you have to
It's
know
okay.
at this day and age that the cameras are on you. You have to at least pretend that you're concerned that you're getting your ass kicked.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're going to be the leader of this team. But no, you're over there lollygagging around
Are you
like you
done?
don't give a
Are
flying
you done?
fuck.
Are you done?
All right, I'm the point sponge, and I just absorbed the point. I got it. Got the
Thank
point.
you.
He
Browns.
absorbed something in his pants. What do you got, Johnny?
Browns.
Are you serious? You're getting that flustered? You can't actually have a
Yes.
conversation?
Yeah, I'm getting kind of flustered
Yeah,
too. But
I am.
Johnny, what do
Really?
you got? What do you got?
guys are getting all hot.
Yeah,
and
hot and bothered. Yeah.
No,
what do you
I'm,
got?
I'm disturbed and
I got the
disgusted.
Browns in this one.
You got the Browns. All right, I'm gonna go with the Browns in this one. I think they win. I think it's kind of close. I think the Jags give them a game here, but I think the Browns split up by maybe a touchdown. Lawrence, what do you got here? Browns, Jags.
Yeah, I got the Browns, but let me ask Bud Knocker. So you never had a bad day at work and just kind of laughed? I mean, you gotta lighten up a little bit. I don't
But
think
Lawrence,
you gotta be serious the whole
he did
time.
not have a bad day at work because he wasn't working.
Yeah,
That's my point.
Knocker's an old man.
His job is to be prepared to go in if the quarterback gets hurt. He's one play away from leading this team, and he's there just dicking around, laughing on the sidelines. Now, my point is, I don't have a problem with okay, he's laughing at a joke or some bitch up there had her tits showing or something like that. I don't care about that. My point is, you have to grow up. You're in the NFL. You have to understand that you're the backup quarterback. You're the face of the franchise, whether you like it or not. You cannot be seen on the sidelines laughing, knowing your team is down.
Lawrence.
Yeah. I mean, you make a point. I just think that sometimes the media manipulates.
I
things and
agree.
They
Yep.
put
I understand
the camera on
that.
guys
He's a
in
victim
ideal
of the media.
situations. Kind of like Des Bryant last year.
Yep.
Des Bryant's on the sideline trying to rally his team together because he's the only one who has life. But the media is making it seem as if he's throwing a tirade, and he's not. So I think we just have to be careful with that. You're absolutely right in what you're saying, but I just think that I find it hard to believe that he's not taking the game serious. I think maybe someone said a joke and he just kind of, I mean, I've had basketball games in college where we were getting beaten. I laughed. I mean, but it wasn't like I.
Yeah, I get it, but you weren't the face of the franchise,
happens.
Lawrence.
Oh, shut up, Knocker. I'm so sick of your old 1970s attitude. We're going to the next fucking game. Seriously, I'm so sick. Seriously. Back in my day.
I walked our school uphill both ways.
We had leather helmets.
Fantasy
Is there a fantasy beast in the Browns Jags game here?
Just play Ben Tate if you have him. That's all I can say for that much.
All right, Ben Tate. So, wait, Twitter just came with the Rothlisboner. Knocker. Someone tweeted in that Johnny's got the Roth.
No, that's me. I just posted it.
Oh, did
I
you?
said he's forcing us to stare at his Rothlisboner.
Oh my God! Did you put our? Oh, you did tweet that in.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's up there on Twitter for everyone to see.
Johnny, with your finger in your mouth.
You forgot the.
You have to follow us on Sportscast _TH.
You forgot the I in Rothlisboner.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you forgot the I in Rothlisboner.
All right, Lawrence. I know we're kind of off topic here, but
Fantasy Zombie.
who's your zombie in the Jags?
Jeez, fantasy zombie, anything from the opposing team. I mean, neither one of these teams has anything worth putting in there except for Ben Tate. So take that as it is. Only Ben Tate is worth playing in this game.
All right, I kind of agree with you. Ben Tate going in this game. All right, we're going to have to go to break here real quick. Lawrence, can you hang on the flip side?
I don't
Are you
understand.
Good? Lawrence, are you good to hang on?
After the break.
All right, because we're going to take a Renee just put something on.
What is wrong with you guys?
We'll be back after this with more of our Week 7 picks.
can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, you can be the best. You can be a champion, banging on your chest. You can be a champion, beat the world. You can be a champion, banging on the wall. You can be a champion, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a champion, don't wait for luck. Dedicate your champion.
Standing in the Hall of Fame. Breathing you in when I want you out. Finding our truth in a hope of doubt. Lying inside our quiet drama. Wearing your heart like a stolen dream. Opening.
Back here on the Sportscast.
We're trying, folks.
Oh, man. We just had a break of our lives
Wow.
right now.
Yeah.
Johnny Icebox. If you did not follow us on Twitter, You are missing out right now on the Rothlisboner. Check it out, Sportscast _THN, courtesy of Inner Beans on Twitter. Innerbeans1. Check him out.
Trending.
Renee, that was the best picture
Right?
you've.
You
Like
like
seriously,
That's
you
gonna go viral.
You've
The
contributed
Rothlisboner
the
is
shot
going
song
viral.
to the shot of the week, and now that. Thank you.
I want to see people. I want to see the Rothlisboners.
Yeah. Wow. I'm still just me and Knocker. I was literally came back in the room and started laughing with you. But let's get into the rest of our games
Let's
here
do it.
again.
Let's do it.
If you guys got fancy questions, 818-435-8423.
Oh, we have a poem.
Oh, we have. Lawrence, do you have it? You have a poem for us?
A soliloquy.
Okay.
Yep.
You got a poem for us?
No, for Peppy.
Yeah, well, I have to. Yeah, it's for Peppy.
Okay, you can go ahead and start when you are ready.
Okay, so I made it up at the break.
Oh, you made I like it. All right.
Hold on, wait. I got the perfect.
Hang on,
I got
Somewhat of a freestyle.
Okay, hang on. We got some music for you. Here you go. Go ahead.
No music. This is more acapella. This is more
He wants
spoken.
acapella.
Oh, he wants acapella.
This is more spoken word.
Okay,
All
go
right,
ahead.
Common, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. This week in fantasy, I had a test, but I quickly found out Peppy Pants is the best. I thought I would win, but I gotta be honest, Peppy Pants is a fantasy goddess. So from here on out, I'll just keep it to myself, but I know that she'll beat me. Maybe no one else.
You are one pathetic loser.
Yeah, Lawrence, that was good. I like it.
that.
I liked it too,
I like
Lawrence.
that.
Well
That-
played.
On a fifth grade poem level.
On a fifth grade level.
exactly.
I
You know
liked
what?
it.
I like that
I
he
had
paid
to,
her
she
tribute.
said I had to do a poem, but it was to her.
Yeah, I liked
He paid
it.
her tribute,
Yep.
but at the end, it was still.
Yeah.
Paid up. You're not that good.
Yeah. Crowd likes it. Crowd likes it.
Exactly. You
Right?
got that?
I got
Bud
that,
Knocker
buddy.
caught
I
that.
got
Yep,
it. But I
Bud
got
Knocker
the whole
got it.
damn
You
thing,
got it.
Lawrence.
All right, let's get on week 7, boys.
Go.
Here we go.
Trending. Hashtag Rothlisboner.
Hashtag
If
Rothlisboner.
I am ever on a bowling team again,
The
we are the
Rothlisboners.
Rothlisboners.
Johnny, you need to get a
Absolutely.
Steelers jersey that says Rothlisboner on it. Yeah. Hey, Colonel, Christmas present for Johnny this year? Rothlisboner Steelers jersey.
I'll make that one.
All right, guys,
let's go.
week 7, here we go.
Let's go.
It's been another great week of our Pigskin Pick 'em picks. We're going to get into it. If you guys, again, got fancy questions, 818-435-8423 or tweet us at Sportscast
Attaboy, Renee.
_THN. Here we go. Next on our fancy picks here, we got Bengals. Oh, is that me? Yeah, it's me, Renee. Sorry.
Bengals versus Colts.
Bengals versus Colts
Ooh,
here, man.
nice game.
Andrew Luck at home is almost unstoppable.
Nice game,
Bengals are a completely different team away from their home field. Bengals, though, traveling on the road. I don't know if Johnson's going to play in this game. AJ Green's going to play in this game. Was hurt last week. Colts at home. T.Y. Hilton, a big game last week. I think that's going to be the best you're going to see out of T.Y. this year. So don't count on that as an every week basis. But still, nice sign to see. Reggie Wayne could be interesting in this game, but Bengals against the Colts. I got the Colts in a close one here.
I agree with you. Colts in a 3-point game.
All right, Johnny Box.
Taking the Colts.
I'm going to take the Colts again in a close one. Lawrence, what do you got in this one, buddy?
Yep, I got the horseshoe.
Got the horseshoe. All right, who did you got as your
Fantasy Beast.
does Andrew Luck do it again?
Yes, he does. He keeps it rolling. That Cincinnati Bengals D has been underwhelming this season, surprisingly. I can't believe they're not playing as well as they probably projected to play. So, yeah, Andrew Luck at home, he's going to keep it rolling.
All right, again, you answered Johnny's question earlier. If you had T.Y. or Reggie Wayne, who are you playing this week? And you said T.Y. you think he's going to have a bigger game?
I think he'll have. I think he'll have a bigger game than Reggie Wayne. I just think he's due for bigger plays, and I think he gets more chunk yardage. I think Reggie Wayne is more the dink and dunk guy, and T.Y. they throw it a little more down the field to him, and he's being targeted just as much, if not more.
Okay, who's you guys here?
Fantasy Zombie.
Who's your zombie in this one?
I think a lot of people are wanting. They think that Mohamed Sanu is going to do what he did last week, but I don't think T.Y. does what he did last week. Obviously, 200 yards just doesn't happen all the time. But also, Mohamed Sanu had 10 catches, 423 yards. I don't think that happens. I think he has a very pedestrian day with Vontae Davis defending him. They're actually a really good team defending the pass.
All right, our next game up here in our Pigskin Pick'em is going to be...
You better have the ticket.
Another one?
Because it's the blackout game of the week.
I know, Johnny, is your dad from Buffalo? Where's your dad from? Buffalo?
No, Rochester.
Rochester. So is he a Buffalo fan?
Yeah, we are.
If he's going to root for an NFL team, is that who he's rooting for?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Dad or Philadelphia. He grew up in the Scranton area.
Well, sorry for all the Bills fans, because after these two teams last week...
Vikings versus Bills.
No shit.
I'll start it.
Who in the
hell
cares?
I know. I was going to play that one, too.
Wow.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Johnny, you
don't give a fuck.
Renee, fantastic. Turn me up just a little bit as well. Johnny, you lost on the Bills last week, man. You were in the top 3 a couple weeks ago. Now you dropped down. You stopped going with...
Linda,
listen to me, Linda.
Listen to me. The Bills didn't lose by that much, okay? It was a pretty close game, and they were rallying back at the end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're talking about the Vikings here.
Yep.
Definitely going Buffalo. We'll see what they do in this game, and then approach the next game after that.
All right, I'm Johnny. Hey, I'm going to hop on the Let's Go Buffalo train at home. I think Minnesota
Say it.
on the road. Let's go Buffalo.
No, you do it right, bud. Who do you got?
Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Lawrence, are we going to hear the same out of you?
What's that?
Are you going to... Lawrence,
Renee, can I get it from you? Seriously.
Let's go Buffalo.
No, you guys,
Lawrence, do you got Buffalo or Minnesota? And if you got Buffalo, you better say let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Yeah,
he's got it right.
Yeah, he's got it right. I like it.
LB said it.
LB said it. There you go. Lawrence, CJ Spiller, man, been a complete disappointment this season. Is he droppable? Like, I mean, is he worth even starting on a week-to-week basis?
No.
Yeah, CJ is just spilling at this point. I mean, you can spill him onto the waiver wire if you want to, because he's just spilling over with no points. So just spill him off your roster.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even understand what's going on over there. It seems like he's been misused since he's been in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Fred Jackson looks to be the better back, and I'm not sure if they just don't like him, if he's just not what they thought he would be, but they need to go ahead and trade him while he still has some value, because if they continue to keep him, that just devalues him. So I don't expect him to be back anyway, because I think this was his contract year or the year of his contract extension. So it's actually pretty sad because he has a load of talent.
Well, does anyone on the Buffalo Bills offense go
Fantasy Beast?
Anybody?
I think Fred Jackson has a pretty good game. I mean, Minnesota, they're not stopping anybody these days, and they're in a complete youth movement. So, and they're giving up the run a lot. So, I mean, if you have a guy who's going to get the ball like Fred Jackson, I think he's going to, I wouldn't say beast, but I think he has a good day.
Okay, who you guys here?
Fantasy Zombie.
Fantasy Zombie will be Cordell Patterson again.
Yeah.
It might be one of the biggest fantasy disappointments out there. He's just not a great route runner. And for some, he's a guy, it's weird because when he has the ball in his hands, he's electric, he's decisive, he's actually, very gifted. But when he has to run routes, it's not the same aggression that he has when he has the football. It's really weird. So
really, guys, people drafted Lawrence. This Cordell Patterson is their top 15 receiver, man. He's not even in the top 30.
Yeah, he's not even in top 40, I don't even think, at this point.
Yeah.
If he is in the top 40, it's just about projection. But until he becomes a more well-rounded receiver, he's not going to be much unless he just wants to be a gadget guy his whole career.
All right, who you got in this next one? It's going to be an interesting matchup
Wait,
here.
I just want to let you know that I can't wait till Fred Jackson gets traded, because then Marshalls will have his jerseys on sale for $14.99. Really looking forward to getting a Jackson jersey.
Look at this guy.
Looking forward to getting a Jackson.
And Johnny, that's true. Did I just out myself?
I was too late for the. Listen, I was too late for the lynch, and I'm still looking for one. But I didn't really like the style of jersey they had back then.
You're such a loser, dude.
What are you talking about?
You are one pathetic loser.
Marshawn Lynch, Buffalo Bills jersey, of course.
Whatever.
Can I get to the next game?
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Dolphins versus Bears.
It's like a Sproles. It's like a Sproles Chargers jersey. You know,
Dude, this
discount.
is another game.
Yeah. Dolphins.
hell
I mean,
cares, man?
but no, Dolphins Bears. This game has got some meaning for both
No,
these
it doesn't.
teams. I mean,
Yeah, but both very disappointing teams.
disappointing
so far.
teams. I'm gonna go Bears at home.
You have to go Bears at home.
Right.
But just because, who cares?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Johnny.
I'm going with the Bears.
You pissed off Peppy this week, man. Wow. I'm going Bears at home.
I don't give a shit.
Lawrence, what do you got?
I'm going Miami. I think the Bears still don't get a win at home.
Wow. So you basically just told Peppy Pants to go ahead and.
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
Pretty much.
Okay. All right, Pepsters. Just because
Okay, have another bowl of soup, Peppy. Win this week.
All right. Who's your fantasy beast? Who's your beast in this one?
Fantasy beast in this game, I think, is going to be Brandon Marshall. I don't think they have an answer for him, and I think he really wants to show Miami, just out of spite that, yeah, I'm in a new team and I'm still doing big things.
All right. Who you guys your
Fantasy Zombie.
I think Lawrence, as you heard today, is it Noshawn Moreno? Is he out for the year?
Out for the year, towards ACL, and they didn't even say it in the game, which was kind of strange.
What does that do?
Joe
What does
Phillips is a
that do
weird
for
coach.
Lamar Miller?
So Lamar Miller is officially free. We don't have to worry about the Noshawn Moreno cloud. We don't have to worry about someone else ciphering his carries. It is his backfield, and if you own Lamar Miller, you're a lucky person right now.
All right. I got him on a couple teams here. What about Wallace? What does he do in this game?
I think Mike Wallace has a decent day. I'm not sure if they're going to pass the ball as much. And Chicago's actually defending the pass pretty well, but he might sneak behind the defense. I mean, I wouldn't be counting him out, but I don't have him for a touchdown in this game.
What's your take on Tannehill, man? Are you sold on him? Is he the quarterback of the future, or are they going to draft a quarterback this year in the draft?
No, I think they have to draft a quarterback, and only if it's a high draft pick. It has to be, Mariota. I'm not sure if Dak Prescott is eligible this season, but Jameis Winston. If they have to get somebody up top tier. They can't just draft a quarterback just to be drafting quarterback.
What about Marshall?
He's okay, but he's a backup.
Okay, who is your top quarterback right now, based on the first 6 games of the NCAA season? Who is your number 1 quarterback coming in the draft this year?
My Jameis Winston. I think he is, without a doubt, the best quarterback right now.
Even with the issues off the field and his maturity, you still think he's the guy that you would pay millions of dollars to?
Well, that's a different story. If we're just talking about the best quarterback on hand right now, I think it's Jameis Winston. But when you have to put everything all together, then obviously you would want to go Mariota because he brings a load of talent, but also minus the off-field issues. But if I can get my hands on Jameis Winston, I get Jameis Winston. He's a special type of leader and a big game football player. Guys who he relishes the big game and the big spotlight, and he's been like that since his freshman year. I really like what he brings to the table. I just wish he wasn't such a knucklehead off the field.
There you go.
I agree. All right, this could be an interesting game here.
Saints versus Lions.
Yeah.
Saints versus Lions here, man.
Game.
Saints are desperate. Lions coming off
Both
a big.
teams are desperate.
Yeah, but Lions coming off a big win without Calvin Johnson. Again, not going to be in this game as well. Saints, I think, are going to be without Jimmy Graham this week. So, two of their biggest key players here out of this game. Saints on the road have always been tough, but 2 dome teams. What do you got?
I'm going to go with the Saints because I'm just really pissed at Detroit this year.
Okay.
I'm just really pissed that they should have taken this division by the balls, and they've done nothing.
A lot of injuries happen, though.
I'm going with the Saints.
All right, Johnny Box.
I'm going with the Lions in this one.
You're going with the Lions, home team in this one. I'm going to go with the Saints in this one on the road. It's going to be tough, but I think the Saints get it in a last-minute touchdown or something, last-minute field goal. This game's going to be very close. I think it's like a 24-23 type ball game here. A little bit sloppy, a couple interceptions by both quarterbacks. But, hey, Lions' defense is pretty legit, so we'll see what happens. Saints, though, on the road. I like them. What do you got, Lawrence?
I've been back and forth on this one. I want to say the Saints, but something tells me that Detroit's going to win this game because Drew Brees doesn't have a security blanket, and he has no one else that can just consistently beat coverage that he feels comfortable throwing to. And that's going to be the interesting part about watching this game. But I think the Lions has gotten away with playing against rinky-dink quarterbacks the last few weeks. They got Kyle Orton, even though they lost, and then they got Teddy Bridgewater. So it's kind of easy to look at that defense and say, oh yeah, they're killing people. This is going to be like the first legit quarterback they face in too, Aaron Rodgers. So it's going to be interesting to see. But Matt Stafford also doesn't have Calvin Johnson. But I'm going to go with the Saints. I think the Saints pull it out in a close one.
Okay.
And that's the bottom line.
LB7.
That's right. All right. What do you got here is your
Fantasy Beast.
Who gets going in this one? And can see a lot of offense, right?
I mean, I see a lot of sporadic offense. I don't see anyone who's getting the ball steadily. But if I had to put it being a fantasy beast on somebody, I would probably say the Detroit Lions backfield. I think Drake Bell and Reggie Bush combined for over 100 yards and at least a touchdown or two as a tandem.
All right, I like it. Who you guys here?
Fantasy Zombie.
Fantasy Zombie, even though Mark Ingram's coming back this week, I don't think he has a big week playing against that Detroit Lions run D. I think he plays okay, but I know some people are hurting that running back, and they probably need to put him in their lineup, but don't expect a lot.
Johnny and Docker are hearing you loud and clear.
I see this as just a turnover special teams game.
Yeah.
I really do. And Pepe's chiming in, man. At LB said it. You're very disappointing. I think at LB said it. Ass is still hurting from last week's kicking. Hashtag bear the fuck down.
Back that ass up.
Wow.
I know that's just tough love, Pepe. I love you too. It's okay.
Wow. Pepe's like,
have a nice day, douchebag.
Thank you.
Didn't learn your lesson the first time, huh?
Sometimes it hurts. You have to tell the ones you love the truth sometimes. The truth is,
can I get a have a bad day for him?
Well at home, and I'm not really confident in them winning at home. Jake Cutler likes to throw the ball to the other team when he's in Chicago.
That's right, because you had a bad day, Lawrence.
I love the passion, man.
All right.
I love it.
Next up here, this could be a really interesting match. Panthers
versus Packers.
Man, we had our first tie of the season last week. Panthers versus the Bengals. How can you miss that kick, Nugent? Really? You're at home. What is it, about 30-something yards and you missed the kick? Easy kick. But again, Panthers tie. Going into the Packers, as we know, Aaron Rodgers coming out since last week, playing well. Packers at home, always tough. I'm going Packers. Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers carves them up this weekend. I like the Packers 27-20.
I'm going to have to go with the Packers at home also. I'm very disappointed in what the hell's going on in Carolina this year.
Yeah.
Not so much their offense, because their offense was still iffy. And, they gave away, Smith and blah, blah, blah. So you didn't think their offense was going to be great, but you really thought their defense was going to step up, and I have not seen that at all this year. I'm very, very disappointed in what's going on. And,
so are fantasy owners.
I'm going to go with Green Bay, and we do have a question here.
Yeah.
Cam versus Green Bay or Kaepernick versus Denver?
What do you got, Lawrence?
I got Cam Newton versus Green Bay. His ankle is starting to turn around. He had over 100 yards rushing last week. And if he's back healthy and running the football, he's immediately an elite quarterback in fantasy.
Well,
okay.
There you go.
There you go.
LB said it.
All right. Johnny, what do you got in this one, man?
I'm taking the Packers 27-21, Bob.
Why don't you copy me in my score? That's fantastic.
You said 27-20.
Oh, thanks. What do you, Price is Right, and you go $1 over my underscore? All right.
That's why I
what do
said
you got,
Bob at the
Lawrence?
end of that.
What do you got, Lawrence?
I got the Packers in this game. I think the Packers just have too much offense for the Carolina Panthers, and that defense isn't helping Cam out any. I think he can keep pace, but I don't think he can outscore Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
All right. Well, are you going to give Knocker a Chubbs here and go?
Fantasy Beast.
Are you going to go with this little white boy?
Jordy?
I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers. I think he's gonna have his way with that Carolina, secondary. So I mean that includes Jordy because he's the most highly targeted receiver in fantasy football right now.
Okay,
Give me something. Give me
I
something.
agree with it. Just real quick for Eddie Lacy owners, give me a projection? What do you think he does in this one?
I think Eddie Lacy has about 70 yards and a touchdown.
Okay.
Carolina can't defend the run, and he actually does really well at home. I think he gets one. I think he gets a touchdown. I think about 70 yards would be the floor. If he does anything more, then that would be cherry on top.
No, I think you're around right that number there, 70 and a touchdown. I like that. Who do you guys here?
Fantasy Zombie.
Who's Walking Dead?
Jonathan Stewart. He's supposed to be back this week. He's supposed to be their running back, but you can't trust any of those guys. They have a bad offensive line. They don't run block well. And honestly, it looks like Cam Newton's probably going to be the new running back. So I would stay away from Jonathan Stewart.
All right, big AFC matchup here.
Chiefs versus Chargers.
Man, Chargers had a scare in Oakland. Hey, but they came out to win. Those are normally the games that the Chargers lose. They actually came back and win this game.
Years, they would lose
they choked that game.
Yep.
So Chargers 5-1 right now. Chargers at home. Chiefs on the road coming off the bye. Chiefs, Andy Reid, you can't ever go against Andy Reid here. But I think the Chargers just have that team, even missing their running backs here. I think the Chargers have too much on offense, especially at home. I think it's a high-scoring game here. I like it like Chargers 31-24 Chargers in this one. I'm going to go Chargers by a touchdown.
You state that they're missing their running backs.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they are.
Yeah.
This Oliver dude
yeah.
is just, Darren Sproles and Ryan Matthews and LT, all rolled into one.
Yeah.
I think he fits.
They just keep rolling someone into
perfect.
that. Yeah.
And again, I told you a year ago, I love the coach. I love what he's bringing.
It just seems Rivers rejuvenated this year.
Yeah, Phillip did not. Did not go well with North
Keenan
Turner.
Allen kind of had
worked.
a bigger game. It seems
never
to
worked.
maybe be clicking here. Gates is having a good year. They're healthy. I think the Chargers are sustainable.
For real.
Yeah,
they've got a good defense. I think they're for real. It's going to be a very close game. I'm going to go San Diego by like 2 points.
2 points here.
Yeah.
Close AFC matchup here.
I'm looking like 24,
Afternoon
21,
game.
24,
Okay.
22, something like that.
All right, Johnny Box, what do you got, buddy?
Sorry, awesome. The Chargers want this a little bit more.
Chargers. All right, San Diego Superchargers. I'm going to go them as well by a touchdown. What do you got here, Lawrence?
I think Andy Reid off of a bye week is always dangerous, and I think Kansas City pulls off the upset.
Wow.
Wow, Kansas. Wow, because LB said it here. Really?
That's
Wow.
And that's the bottom line. Just stone cold sex.
Wow, man.
Yes, I really think
so.
so. I
Lawrence,
think San
that's your
Diego's been
upset.
rolling, but
Lawrence,
Go ahead.
that's your upset of the week.
that's one of them. I have another one. I'll save it, though.
Okay, all right. Who you guys your fancy beast?
Please say Alex Smith.
It won't be Alex Smith. I got Phillip Rivers at home. I think Phillip Rivers continues to play at an MVP level. I think he still has a really big day at home.
All right, who's you guys your
fantasy zombie?
Dwayne Bowe. Hopefully you don't have to play him. He should be on the waiver wire next to Alex
Seriously,
Smith.
is he even still in the league?
No, he should be on the waiver wire.
All right, I agree, man. This has been a horrible year. All right, next up.
A horrible 3 years.
Yeah, well, next up here, Knocker.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Cowboys?
Cardinals versus Raiders.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like just want to buzz through this. Ugh.
I don't give a fuck.
Thank you. I don't give a fuck. Game of the week. Cardinals, right? Hey,
Cardinals.
Carson, man, came back last week. Looked all right. Cardinals. I'm gonna go Cardinals as well.
Oh, this is gonna suck for Raiders fans.
I know. Hey, Lawrence, I have a feeling this is your next upset, correct?
No, it isn't.
Uh-huh.
I think the Cardinals.
Okay.
I think the Cardinals beat Oakland, but that is a dangerous game for the Cardinals. I mean, they gave the San Diego Chargers a really good game last week, and Derek Carr is for real. He's the real deal.
All right, you like him. Hey, Knocker came in celebrating about Derek Carr. That was his shot of his week. Yep.
Before this season's draft, Derek Carr was the #1 quarterback coming out of this draft, and I still believe so. I think he's going to do great things up there.
All right, who's going to be your
fantasy beast?
Hey, McFadden had a decent game last week. Is McFadden the #1 running back right now with the Raiders? Is that who you're going to play?
Yeah, if I have to play an Oakland running back, it definitely is going to be Dan McFadden. I mean, they're giving him the ball a ton. It looks like they're trying to feature him a little more, even though they want to get MJD going. But he looks like the most explosive back they have right now that's playing. But Latavius Murray is actually a guy to keep your eye on because I'm not sure how long Dan McFadden's going to hold up. And MJD's on his last leg.
Every year.
Yeah.
Every year McFadden gets hurt, man. Every single year.
Well, who's going to be
Irish actually chimes in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hell, I said it. KC over Chargers. # second place in pick'ems.
Okay.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, all right.
But he actually chimed in, so I had to throw that in.
Well, if he's chiming on Twitter, that's good. Throw it
I think
in
Oh,
he
there.
was just trying to be kind of a dick about it.
Of course he is.
Yeah, I know.
But you owe me money,
Second
man.
place in
Where's my
Twitter.
money?
Hey,
Bitch better have my money.
Lawrence, James Jones, man.
Yep.
I picked him up and this week. Is he worth the pickup? I mean, this guy's got a touchdown in every single game except for one over 80 yards.
You were all over it.
I was all over it
You
right
were.
now.
Yeah, you were.
James Jones, man. Am I buying into the hype or is this kid for real?
I think James Jones is. Did you say James Jones?
Yeah, for the Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a solid piece. I actually like Andre Holmes a little bit more. I think he's the real deal, and I think him and Derek Carr are really starting to develop a nice chemistry over there.
Okay.
But James Jones he's a solid guy to play. I mean, the Cardinals are giving up points throughout the air, and which is surprising. But I think the lack of pass rush is what's bringing their defense in the secondary down.
All right, that's good cheer.
Fantasy Zombie.
I mean, there could be a lot of Walking Dead Cardinals Rangers here. I mean, Cardinals Raiders. God, I'm thinking hockey right now. I mean, hockey's. I was watching the Kings last night. Great win by the Kings last night. I was into it. So I was thinking New York Rangers. But who you guys are zombie in this one? Raiders Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, take your pick, but I would probably say MJD. I think he's gonna have a really bad game. I mean, I don't see him having any good games going forward, so I'll probably have to go to MJD.
What does Fitzgerald do in this one, man? Is this guy gonna get going?
You know, I think
they don't
everyone's writing him off. I think as long as Carson Palmer's arm isn't 100%, he will play well. But the moment Carson Palmer gets to 100% and they start pushing the ball downfield again, he won't be the guy to have. But as long as they're dinking and dunking, that's right up Fitzgerald's alley.
All right, here we go. Next big NFC showdown.
Giants versus Cowboys.
You know, and it's funny because at the beginning of the season, we had
Everybody
Cowboys, yeah.
Right, that was the Cowboys theme song,
yeah.
right?
It's now the Pittsburgh theme
It's now
song.
the Pittsburgh theme song.
Yes.
You know, and you got it, Knocker. I know everybody hates on the Cowboys. Everybody hates on Romo. But give him some credit here. I mean, that's 19 straight games in a row in the Seahawks.
I'm not giving Romo
you can't
any
still
credit.
do. You can't do it. You can't.
No, I'm not
You can't legitimately be a smart sports guy and say that the Cowboys are legitimately good this year.
That
you can't
wasn't your
say
question. I'm not giving Romo any credit.
Why?
Because they've taken the ball out of his hand. I'm giving Jason Garrett credit.
Did you see
for
the
just
sacks that he
saying-
got? He runs for his life half the time.
No, I understand that. But they've given the ball, just like the 90s, they've given the ball to the running back.
DeMarco
Emmett
Murray,
Smith,
yes.
They've given the ball
Why not?
to
If that's how
DeMarco
you win,
Murray,
why not?
And they're just going to say...
So why do you hate on him for that?
I don't hate on him at all. But you're saying you're trying to give all the credit to Romo.
No, I'm trying to give credit just for the team in general and for saying, hey, we're not going to have Romo throw 45 times a game.
Exactly. When they finally decided we're not going to depend on him and we're not going to let him lose games because we're depending on him, we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball like Emmett ran the ball, and we're going to set up our receivers.
NFC East, are the Dallas Cowboys or the Eagles your best team?
Right now, I'm going to have to say the Cowboys are.
Okay. Who you got in
And
this
I'm
game?
going to go with the Cowboys in this game.
You going the Cowboys in this
yes,
game?
Yes, I am. I'm buying in.
Johnny Box?
I'm buying in. I'm
gonna chalk up a lot of these Cowboy wins to just poor teams. Tennessee, St. Louis, New Orleans playing like shit. But New York is a piece of shit too. So I'm gonna go Dallas in this one.
Just like that.
Rothlisboner from the side.
Wow. You should have
Sorry,
seen
Giants
Josh.
fan.
Josh, you should have seen your little brother when he arrived home from college on Monday night or Sunday night, whenever the Giants played.
Yeah.
He was
when Cruz
dragging
went down,
ass.
Giants fan.
He was
Giants
dragging
fan.
ass.
Yeah,
dude. He
I
was
feel
riding
sorry.
so high and giving
He
you
takes
shit.
somebody's lucky.
Yeah, he
Lawrence, I
he
know
was
we hate.
dogging.
I have to pick them. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. I know our motto is
Don't
to pick
do
against
it.
them. I'm going Cowboys in this one.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Wait.
Sacrifice
Lawrence.
one game.
I got
Lawrence,
screwed in my
what's your
pick'ems
pick?
last week. I picked Seahawks. I'm going Cowboys. Lawrence, what's your pick?
No.
I'm going Giants.
Oh, he's sticking with it.
Eli is undefeated in Jerry World, and it continues this week.
That's awesome that you just bold called that right now. All right, so you're going Giants.
That's
We're
a
all
man
going.
right
that
there.
is.
He's
One
sacrificing.
second. Bud knocker.
Yo.
You want to devalue Tony Romo and what he's done, but
No,
don't act
no.
like he didn't hit two Michael Jordan fadeaways the last 2 weeks. He spent off of J.J. Watt and threw a 45-yard bomb
To
that Dez
Dez.
Williams that decided the game. And then against the Seahawks, he did the same thing again.
But he doesn't do that at the end of the year.
No,
Lawrence, you are misreading what I'm saying. Okay, you're misinterpreting what I'm laying out there.
No.
Okay. Yes, he is. I'm not against Tony Romo. I'm against the fact
didn't say you were.
No, I'm not against the fact that
Give it to him, Lawrence.
No, I'm not. But for the last 3 years, they've placed their franchise and their hopes in his arm. with an offensive line that was trying to develop. Now, they have drafted offensive linemen. They have developed an offensive line, and they have decided that, hey, we don't need him to throw 45, 50 passes a game for us to win. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to let him make some plays. He doesn't have to make a
you know what?
play
Look
every single
how
time.
Tony Romo does when he actually has a running game and the
Exactly.
coaches call the right play. He's actually a really good quarterback,
I
right?
agree with you. They have put the
but
burden
like-
on
but
him
like
for
you
4
said,
years.
You tried to say I can't give Tony Romo this credit, so that's the only thing I'm responding to, because what I have to say to that is, when the game was in the balance against the Texans, who made the game-breaking play? When the game was in the balance against Seattle, who made the game-breaking play?
Okay,
it was Romo 2 weeks in a row.
Okay, I may have misspoke. What I was trying to say was they have taken the burden off of Tony Romo to do everything for this team.
You know what,
and
Knocker?
they have
You know
decided-
what? I play this for you.
Shit. You know who I am? I've seen you before. You're the asshole on TV.
That's right, Knocker. You're the asshole on TV. All right, who you
They
got?
they put their whole thing in the running game and their draft picks, and it's working out. And all Romo has to do is now he only has to make 2 or 3 big plays.
Haters
a game
will be haters.
instead
All right.
of 10 or 12.
Who you guys your fancy beast, Lawrence?
My fantasy beast in this game is DeMarco Murray. Hopefully he doesn't have Ebola, because right now he's out with undisclosed illness.
Oh, wow, that hurts me. I'm going up against Kramer this week, and I need my DeMarco Murray. All right, here you got is your... Oh, trying to play it. I'm gonna play it. I'm trying. Who's you guys your zombie?
You fucked it up.
Yep.
Fantasy zombie.
That was funny. Who played that?
That was Renee.
I think it's going to be Andre Williams. I think he still doesn't have a good game. He doesn't have much wiggle. He's not a quick guy in tight spaces. He's just a straight downhill runner, and I think that doesn't serve any really
talking
good
about my
purpose,
sex
because the
life,
Dallas
man.
Cowboys are playing pretty good defense.
All right, well, we got a legitimate game here coming up Sunday Night Football.
49ers versus Broncos.
Hey, man, Niners versus Broncos. Broncos at home, always tough. Niners, I'm still not impressed, even with what they did against the Rams. Knocker, I'm going to throw it to you first here. What do you got?
Broncos crush them.
Crush them here.
Yeah.
What? Give me a score.
I'm going.
Spread's probably going to be around a touchdown
I'm
here.
going 31-20.
30. They cover the spread?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Johnny
The
Box.
Broncos, let's go, Julius Thomas.
Oh my God, this guy's just ridiculous.
Can I get one more Rothlisboner for the camera real quick because we're going to end real quick?
Yeah,
Can you
baby.
hold it? All right. Make sure you guys watch this at Ustream. Lawrence, you got to be in studio for this. Seriously, you have to come.
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Hurt my eyes. I can't see
It hurts
again.
my eyes. He says it hurts his eyes. All right.
It hurts my
That's
eyes.
just
I
white
can't see
man
it
shit.
again.
There ain't
I'm
no
going to go
girth.
Broncos knocker. I'm going to say 31-20 here. Broncos. I like him at home here.
What I
by
just said, 31-20.
I like you. Hey, father like son
all
right
right.
there.
That's
Let's
what I'm
pound it.
talking
Pound
about.
it.
That's
All
what I'm
right,
talking about,
Lawrence,
baby.
what do you got here in
Yeah,
this one?
baby.
Broncos Niners.
Yeah, Broncos at home. I think they get the Niners. They're decimated on defense. They won't even have Patrick Willis this week. Julius Thomas might go crazy.
All right, please tell me that Welsh Welker is going to be my
Fantasy beast.
Just tell me, please.
Western Welker will not be a fantasy beast.
Damn it!
He
I
might-
need him.
Who you got?
Welker is like 17th on the passing totem pole right now. It's
Damn.
not even pretty.
Not even good. Well, who you guys?
No,
your
you
beast?
got it as your beast.
Who's you guys your beast in this one?
Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's going to have his way with that defense that is lacking plenty of playmaking. That they're not going to be playing against Austin Davis Sunday night.
All right.
Fantasy zombie.
How you think Colin Kaepernick, Frank Gore doing this one?
I think they do decent. I think Michael Crabtree is probably my fantasy zombie.
Okay.
They're already spreading the
Wow.
ball around, and he's not highly targeted as it is. And on top of that, I don't think they score a lot in this game. They have a lot of people that can get after Kaepernick, so he's going to have a tough time. I think Crabtree is going to be the guy to be fantasy zombie.
I like
All
that.
right. Who we got? Who we got in your
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football here with Johnny's
Texans versus Steelers.
Wow, Steelers Monday night, Texans on the road. Steelers coming off a bad loss to the Browns. Need to rebound here. Texans on the road. Hey, as we know, Fitzpatrick's just a douche, man. This guy can't, I don't even know how he has a starting
Shave the
job.
beard.
Like, really, shave the beard. I'm sick of it.
Start
but hey,
over,
is
shave the
J.J.
beard.
Watt not a freak of fucking Nate? I mean,
love
really?
him. Love him.
Is he? I'm gonna ask you this question. Is he the best pound for pound player in the NFL right now?
Yes.
He has to be, right?
Yes.
With Calvin Johnson out, I think he is legitimately the best player in the NFL.
Yes.
So, who you got in this one, man? Steelers at home against the Texans.
Yes, me?
This will
Yeah.
be the game that I got.
No, I'm gonna go. Yeah, let me go to Knocker first.
thought you were
Yeah.
going to Lawrence.
No, go
My
ahead.
bad.
Texans, Steelers first
He
here.
goes to Lawrence all the time first.
Knocker,
Go
what do
ahead,
you got? Knocker, what do you got? Texans,
I'm not
Steelers.
even gonna respond to that bullshit.
Normally, you're like, oh, Steelers home, right? But you kind of think about it for a
No,
second, right?
Palomalo still thinks he's 25 years old.
Okay.
That he can, creep up to 4 yards off the line.
And they have
then,
Rothlisboner.
and then get back and cover
Yeah.
the deep thing. He's late on all the tackles. He's late on all the coverages. Pittsburgh got exposed last week. I think they're on the downslide. I think this game, Mr. Coach is going to have to explain something and finally hone up to these are my players and I suck. And I think Pittsburgh is going down and Houston's going to take this on the road.
All right, I'm going to go to Johnny here because if Johnny, can you give me the Rothlisboner here real quick? Because,
What the Rock is cooking!
Lawrence, please come down to the show before the football season's in so you can just witness this firsthand with Johnny.
I know. I gotta see the madness.
Seriously, yeah. Johnny, you going Steelers?
Oh, of course.
All right.
But Todd Haley, you got your ass on the line right now.
All right.
You know what, Johnny?
Make
You
sure
got to
get
put
this
that. You
offensive
got to put that
line.
wide grip on that putter handle.
Oh yeah, you know it.
That skinny grip.
Yeah, you know.
That skinny grip's not
You got
working.
You.
You got to go with the wide grip.
Oh,
on
that's
that
just
bad
not
boy.
right. I'm going to go.
Well, it's just a tip.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go Steelers at home in this one. It's going to be a close one. Knocker, your phone's ringing. Lawrence, what do you got in this one?
Yeah, I don't know if this is really an upset if the Texans win, but I actually have the Texans winning this game.
Wow,
I think the Steelers are in disarray.
Johnny!
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
What do you
Blame it on Tomlin. Don't blame it on me.
All right. Hey, is Tomlin going to be on the hot seat ever?
I think now if he loses this game,
He needs to be. I know the Steelers, they pride themselves in having like 3 head coaches in the last 45 years, but at some point enough has to be enough. And maybe even they might even need to see about the GM because they've been bringing in the wrong guys. They're still old. They haven't been that aggressive in free agency. I mean, the Steelers have to adapt to new age philosophies. They can't continue to try to do things as if this was the 1980s. So I just think they have a host of things that's going wrong. Ben Roethlisberger somehow has spiraled downhill. I don't think it's all Todd Haley. I think Todd Haley's he's actually put together some good game plans. Marcus Wheaton hasn't caught the ball a lot. Ben Roethlisberger's been off target. The defense is old. And Troy Polamalu, he gambles when he's the worst gambler in the league right now.
Yeah.
He used to get away with it because he was so athletic.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
he
he
can't
can't.
recover anymore.
Yep.
I've seen times where he's running towards the line of scrimmage and the ball goes right over his head. He's ridiculous. They've never made him play disciplined football. Now it's finally starting to eat him alive.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Well, real
We'll
quick,
agree to
who you got as your
Fantasy Beast.
Fantasy beast in this game, I think Arian Foster. I think Arian Foster
Okay.
has a really big game.
Wow.
And I think they go there and they get that running game going.
All right.
ASAP.
Who's your
Fantasy Zombie.
Who's your zombie?
My fantasy zombie in this game is Andre Johnson. I think that he still doesn't have a really big game. I think they're going to be extremely run heavy. And last week was a little bit of a fluke. I don't think that happens again this week.
All right, guys, that's been our Week 7 picks here on the Sportscast. Lawrence, man, want to thank you once again for hanging with us, even with the Rothlisboner going on during the show. Want to thank you.
Oh, my gosh.
Lawrence, we're going to have your boom bust out by tomorrow?
Yes, it'll be out tomorrow. It's either morning or early afternoon, one of the two. But
Attaboy.
definitely, my rapid reactions is always out Tuesday mornings, and the boom bust is usually out on Thursday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are usually 2 days for the write-up.
There you go, man. Check out the articles. They are featured at thenewsportsview.com. Follow Lawrence at LBSaid on Twitter, man. Thank you once again, Lawrence. Again, man, whenever you can make it down to the studio, you let us know. You're always welcome. So we appreciate you coming in once again.
Absolutely. Thanks for you guys, man. It's always a blast. You guys are crazy.
All right, you guys have
Let's
a
go
good
Huskies.
weekend.
Let's
go Huskies
Hey,
this weekend.
The war is this week, man. Do the Huskies have a shot at taking down the Ducks?
Of course they do. No, they don't.
I like that. I like that.
And that's the bottom line. Go Stone Cold Sexy.
All right, Lawrence, man.
Go Huskies.
All right, you have a good night, brother. We'll talk to you next week. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
you guys too.
All right, man. You guys, again, check out his Boom Bust. It'll be out tomorrow at thenewsportsgrid.com, our featured item. Check us out on iTunes. Spread the word. We're on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, everywhere you guys, any platform basically you can get music. You guys can check us out.
Hey, I got to say, I'm
yeah.
going to throw this in there.
Go ahead. We got about like 1 minute. Go ahead.
You know
run
what,
through
man? If you're looking for a place to watch the game,
Yep.
college, Sunday night game, Sunday game, Monday night game, Islands, West Covina, check the shit out.
Yep.
Great food.
Me and
great
Jackie already went
service.
there once after.
Just go there, check it out. Say the Sportscast sent you. They'll treat you right. But if you got nowhere to go and you're deciding what to do, go to Islands.
Go in there
have
tomorrow.
A good time.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
go in there tomorrow. Check out Fireman's Brew at firemansbrew.com, official beer sponsor of the Sportscast. Also, juicywhip.com as well. Renee, thank you once again on the ones and twos, man.
You're welcome, man.
We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And,
Every week.
great to hear. I hope everything goes well with the Heidi and Frank, with KLOS and everything. I
good
really
luck with all
hope
that.
you're a good guy and you know what you're doing, man. I really hope the best for you.
Thank you, man.
All right, Johnny Box for the Rothlisboner.
You got it.
Hashtag it.
Johnny.
Everyone have a good Sunday.
That picture will live in infamy on this show, just so you know. That is like the greatest picture.
I better not end up on like Pornhub or anything.
It's going to end up in your hallway so your wife sees it here on your little picture
Just
right
blow
there.
it up, dude.
Yeah.
That's what your dad's
I'm gonna
gonna
put it.
wake
I'm
up
gonna.
to.
I'm gonna put it in sepia. All right.
Your dad's going to wake up to that picture tomorrow.
Exactly. All right, guys. We'll be back next week again. Check us out on iTunes. Spread the word and just be good humans. Have a good football weekend. We'll be back next week.